Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the campaign formerly known as Curse of Strahd. I'd just like to take a second and say thank all of you for being here for 6 months now. This is the 26th session of the campaign, which means we are officially at half a year.
Woo!
Where we left off.
Yeah! Celebration.
Where we left off, the party was just outside the city of Vallaki. Jessamine spent a good amount of time talking with Cizellin, who is the head beak of the city of Vallaki and the region of Barovia as a whole, and got some pretty valuable information from him about, her father, the church, and their current mission, which is to investigate the Amber Temple. Additionally, Cloud got some herbalism lessons. Orsan got a cool new neck tattoo. And then the Raven Queen spoke to both Orsan and Cloud in their dreams that night. Orsan receiving a sort of thanks, and Cloud receiving a warning.
I didn't do anything, man. I didn't do anything. It was his fault. Why am I getting blamed for it?
And we pick up. It's morning. You've slept on the ground again outside of Vallaki.
Because we don't got money.
We want to save money. We just spent it all.
It's, it was...
I still have a lot of money. I can pay for our room.
I kind of wake up and just sit up and kind of stare off into the distance, kind of weighing my options, but knowing that I would probably have to tell the party the truth. Not kind of taking deep breaths and preparing myself for what's to come.
So, guys, I think we should have a little chat.
Anybody want any tea?
I look at Cloud strangely, and I'm like, "What do you mean, chat?"
Well, I had a funny little dream.
I start making tea for everybody.
We talk.
Wait, hold on. What's the vibe for this morning? It's
a you question. You've got like 17 different kinds of tea now.
You know what's really great in the morning? Black tea is just really great in the morning. I make some black tea.
And it is.
Good. So I had a dream last night. The Raven Queen appeared to me.
She did.
I told you this, babe. I woke you up.
Oh, that's right.
And she had white hair and a scythe, and she told me that there was a bunch of souls trapped in this area, and then they were released suddenly, and that my soul was cheated from her from no fault of my own. And then she said that I shouldn't take measures to prevent my death, which was like kind of scary. I'm not gonna lie to you.
What does that mean?
That was my dream.
You died before and you cheated it?
What? Well, I haven't died before.
Unless you died like before we met, but I have a pretty good radar for that kind of stuff.
I'm saying, did you die in the Feywild and then you just didn't?
Well, not that I can remember, but I don't think
so.
I kind of like stop everyone. And I'm like, okay, so it's my turn to talk now. And
do you have the talking stick? Should we get a talking stick?
Loud.
No.
Oh, sorry.
We'll use our teacups as talking sticks.
But we all have teacups.
But if you want to talk, then you will.
From the Raven.
Okay, he's talking. Oh, we get it.
Oh my god! I didn't have a dream from the Raven Queen.
Well, here's the thing.
It's okay. Neither did I.
Okay.
She told me to tell you. Well, Jessamine specifically, because she had the closest relationship.
Ooh, sending messages through my friends. That's nice.
You guys are basically living a second life.
I knew it.
Wait, what do you mean second life?
Sorry, what? Yeah, no.
This is the only life I've ever had. I think I would know if I was living a double life. Like, I would be like an agent or something.
We all were part of the same group, and we traveled to Valaki together.
Yeah, we did that yesterday.
No, just now.
No, like a few weeks ago. Like we met each other before. I wished for the gods to enter the plane, one of the in between planes, and it just reset everything. Like we don't remember any of the adventures that we had together.
How did you get a wish?
I'm sorry. Go back. What?
We like playing potion roulette, right?
Oh God.
One
Potions
of the
are
potions
fun.
that I had, one of the potions that God had a wish spell, and so I asked for all the gods to have access to this plane. And little did I know, I did not know the consequences of my actions.
Wait, but they already all have access.
Yeah.
Not to that specific plane.
So okay, so what you're saying is we met each other before and traveled to a different plane, and then there were no god access to that plane. So you wished.
Except for Strahd, which we talked about before. That's how I know him. Or that's
okay. And then you wish for God on plane, no God on plane, God plane, rewrite history, whoa.
Oh my God.
Republican on TikTok.
You wish
And,
God plane, God.
The reason why, Cloud, that the Raven Queen was kind of angry at you is because you actually died.
I'm sorry, what? Sorry, what?
I think
I just hallucinated.
Death
No,
is like my thing. I think I would know if
Yeah,
Cloud
if
died.
I died,
Like,
Jessamine would know.
But if reality reset and you don't remember anything from that plane, then there's no way you would have remembered.
Jett, I don't think I can get over that you just like quoted Legally Blonde and tried to get away with it.
Wait, what did I quote?
Sorry, I just hallucinated. What did you say?
I didn't even mean to. But Cloud is Elwood. Let's be honest.
you're so right.
Anyway.
Wait. But
So I was dead.
if it were
Yes.
an alternate reality, I'm getting an echo. Where's echo coming?
I think it's from Cloud.
Someone isn't using headphones.
There you
If
go.
it were an alternate reality, then like, wouldn't that mean that in this reality, Cloud never died? Like, in a general sense?
Technically yes, technically no. Because since the gods have access to that plane, which is this area that we're in right now, it technically did happen. And the Raven Queen is part of the gods, the list of gods that I did say could have access to that plane. So she knows he died. And there were a bunch of trapped souls on this plane. And all of them have escaped from my reach.
So what you're saying is you're the reason why the Raven Queen is coming for me right now.
Of course
Okay.
not.
Well, Cloud, the Raven Queen doesn't come for anyone necessarily. She just waits until they are dead, and then she comes in.
That, Jessamine, I love you. That does not make me feel any better.
Well,
I say it in the nicest
She's
way
not
possible.
an
She's
evil.
just watching from like 30 feet back.
She's not an evil god.
She's like
she
Slenderman.
doesn't listen. She doesn't cause death. She just is the one that deals with it afterwards.
God, does this mean I have to be careful more often? God damn it.
Wait, what did you say?
but
I didn't hear what Chloe said.
Oh, I said, I need a moment alone with my thoughts, meaning I'm gonna go talk to Jessica.
Team.
I'm pretty sure Jessica will say the same thing. And whatever I'm saying is true.
Well, not if she doesn't know.
Well, I mean,
Is she beyond the wish spell?
I don't know. But she could probably tell you that it probably could happen.
What, Jessica?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Does this mean I have to be?
Ask Jessica.
Does this mean I have to be careful now? Ugh.
I
you
mean,
don't have
I
to
always
be
think
careful.
that being careful is a good way to go about living anyway.
I mean, Cloud, you can not be careful and then help the Raven Queen's wish come true.
I slap him. This is not a joking matter, Orsan.
Except you're like 3 feet tall, so you slap his
so he
like.
slaps like torso and it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I slap his kneecap.
It doesn't do any damage.
You slap his kneecap, but you have a negative strength modifier, so your unarmed strikes do no damage.
It's
Ow!
it's the thought that counts.
1 psychic damage.
Really?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, dreadful strikes though. I get to do a D6.
Mr. DM, I would like to make an insight check to see if I think Orsan's crazy.
Alright, make an insight check.
He's
I am
batshit
correct.
insane.
Okay. Ooh. Okay, that's 22 for crazy check.
Check.
As far as you can tell, he is being honest with you. He's not very good at telling the story, but like he could have been a little bit more engaged throughout the whole time, but like
Right.
you think that he's being honest.
Just because he believes it true doesn't make it true.
Yeah, no, he could be just clinically insane. We might have to take him to an asylum.
As far as you can tell,
As far as I can
he
tell.
really does believe what he is saying.
Weird.
Well, I mean, it would explain the dream that I had.
Jessica?
She's here. She's always here.
No. Is this news to you too, or were you aware that this has happened, or is he lying? Or crazy?
It is certainly possible.
Okay, we'll elaborate, please.
Those powers do exist, my child. However, I have no way of knowing if that is the case.
Okay. You have no memories either. You're not just like separated somehow, or do you just know what I know?
I know what you...
Great. Cool. Thanks. Okay, Jessica doesn't know anything.
Oh, that's not helpful.
She says that the powers do exist, though, so it is possible. I don't know why I was kind of hoping that maybe she was like, she knew this whole time and was lying to me, because that's, very typical of her. She likes to, kind of be the worst.
Right.
Sidebar, really quick. Do we in this version? Do we know what Jessica is to Thalia?
She explained it.
She mentioned it. She
Okay,
introduced herself as, there's a hag in my head, I'm not crazy.
We just don't have close relationships with Jessica just
While we're
yet.
questioning sanity, let's also
While we're
move our
on
attention
the
over to
topic
the crazy
of
woman
questioning sanity,
yes. Let's talk about the hag in her head.
You really want to question the smartest one here?
I don't. It was like a joke. That was out of character. For all I know, she was the hag patroness.
If you guys don't really trust me, I understand, but it would explain a lot of.
Honestly,
It would explain a lot of the reasons why I know you're.
cool as a warlock multi-class, just throwing that out there.
I'm just saying
Sorry,
that.
what?
It's just no. Oh, sorry.
I said Thalia would be so cool as a warlock multi-class.
oh, but she would though. I mean, let's be real.
Oh,
she
she
kind
would.
of basically is, just without the mechanics of it, like flavoring.
Yeah.
Without the
She is a warlock
She's just
multi-class.
He's
She
a
just-
warlock
She
flavor.
just doesn't have Eldritch Blast. Like, that's the only
Yeah.
difference.
She doesn't have the perks.
Yeah.
She just has the don't.
She's
There
got
ain't
the
no
perks and
eldritch
all the daddy
invocation.
issues.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Very that.
Because that never existed.
Anyway.
Okay. Dungeon Master. Dungeon
Yes.
Master. So, my divination spell says I ask a single question concerning a specific goal, event, or activity to occur. So if I were to word it in such a way to where the goal was everyone stays alive after the Amber Temple, could I get potentially, like, being insightful like I am, could I get an idea of whether that is favorable or
You
not?
can certainly try.
I would like to try.
However,
I would like
will
to-
That's up to us.
You get a truthful answer. However,
It could
the
be
gods
cryptic.
don't know everything.
No, of course. I'm more trying to figure out
If she plans my death.
if she plans the death, or if it would anger her if we all
We'll tell you
walked
what.
out alive.
Go ahead and ask,
Okay.
and we'll see what happens.
Okay. I would like to, while
I don't
they're
even want to know the
While
answer.
they're having that, like, discourse, and Cloud is, like, slapping Orsan's knee, and Thalia is, like, asking the hag in her head lots of questions, I'm just gonna go off to the side with my tea and sit down, and I'd like to take out my, what do we call it? The holy book we discussed. We thought of a name for it.
Oh, yes. I forget what it's called.
I wrote it down. Come the Night. My Raven Queen Bible, Come the Night.
Tea.
And I sit down and open it,
Tea sexy.
and I would like to cast divination as a ritual. And
Alright.
like to ask, our goal after visiting the Amber Temple is for everyone to walk out alive. What say you of this?
She's so cute.
So,
What do you of this? What do you know of this?
you all watch as you argue and talk to the voices in your head. Jessamine sits down and she lights a little bit of incense and kind of sets up a little circle around her. You can see that there are raven feathers scattered about, and she sits down and opens her book. You hear she kind of mumbles something to herself in a language that none of you understand, and before her eyes open and they are solid black, she's become one with the night. And she asks her question. All around you, you hear the howling winds of a mountaintop. A voice echoes as though a distant cawing of a raven. You will be successful. However, be aware of the dangers that are there.
Thank you. And then
That's not helpful at all.
helpful for my conscience.
Well, she said it will be successful, not no one would die. So.
They literally just said, "You will be successful. Just know what just know what's like that. There's gonna be dangers." Yeah,
Well,
kind of knew that already.
listen. Oh, sorry, my puppy is having a little bit of a temper tantrum downstairs.
Calm down.
I know, Max he gets very jealous when Shelby gets attention. Like, as soon as anyone starts petting her, he gets this high-pitched, like, whiny bark where he's like, "Shh, but I'm right here!" And it's like, I know, and we can pet both of you at the same time. I have 2 arms for that purpose.
What Leo will do
One for each
doesn't-
puppy.
but if we're petting Tommy, he will literally take his nose and shove his face under you. So he like pushes you away from Tommy. You're
Well,
forced to
Mine
Max,
does that too.
Max doesn't bite, but he just, like, puts his mouth on Shelby's face and, like, we'll be petting her face, and then he'll just come in with his mouth wide open, just like, "Roar," and, like, to, like, try to move her out of the way. Sorry.
Should we get going?
Yeah, Jessamine looks like that was enough for her to know that, like, your death isn't necessarily planned. It's just like, if it happens, then, we knew they were dangerous. So she's like, she gets done with that, and she just kind of like, well, that's helpful for me, closes her book, and like, gets ready to go.
She's like, good enough. It's like, Cloud might not die.
He might not die. Who knows? Who's to say whether?
At least I know that
should
if
we
he
get on-
does, it won't be
I just wonder,
because
does this mean that Spare the Dying might fail?
potentially.
If like
Not
Cloud
something that I
does
want to think about, sweetie. And if you want, I have those calcena mushrooms. I can make that cream. Anyone has advantage on a medicine check to stabilize me.
I
so if
still
it doesn't
have
work-
that cream. Okay,
question
yeah,
for the
that's right.
DM.
Dungeon Master.
Mushrooms, we never need them.
I just wrote down Cream of Virtue, and that I have 10 uses of it, but I forgot to write down what it does.
It adds 1d4 temporary hit points.
Cool.
Team.
And
we should all be
it's
just-
a bonus action. It's a bonus action touch. So essentially, like, you see if someone is bleeding, and you can put it on the cut, and it's like a second skin bandage. It seals on, and
I was gonna say we should be using that stuff like sunscreen before we go into the Amber Temple.
Yeah.
yes,
But-
Cloud.
While she did her divination spell, would I have time to make some cream of calcenas so I could just have them so we don't die?
Well, here's the thing.
Yes.
That ritual takes... Here, how long does it take as a ritual? A couple minutes. So, no.
That's
It
fair.
takes...
I'll do it.
It is like your downtime activity. It takes a couple hours.
Okay, you know what? That's fair. Definitely. I will keep that in mind for our break, or where we take break. Thank you. Sorry.
Question.
Yes.
Would it be possible for, like, a memory spell or, like, a memory potion to be, like, for us to get our, like, remember our past lives? Like,
Potentially.
is that a thing that exists?
Ask
There
Jessica,
are spells.
Thalia.
There are spells that would help you remember, but
Ask Jessica.
Dungeon
Maybe
Legend.
Jessica
Is there a
knows.
potion that can do that? Because I do have alchemist supplies.
I also herbalism.
out of character, there might be. However, in character, you wouldn't know the recipe to a potion that would help with that.
Yeah, they didn't
And,
teach you that yet.
Talia
Could
doesn't
I
have
roll-
powerful enough spells to be able to do that kind of thing.
Could I roll for history to see if I've read about this sort of thing and know what it requires?
We could also go to the
Because I'm
College
not-
of Valaki.
Sure, I would say that is, roll a history check. You've read a lot.
We could also go to the College of Valaki and read up a little bit. I know I want to go there at some point.
I believe that's a, let's see.
Ooh, that was not
That's a 20, that's a 28.
Yeah, you know that there are spells that can do this. There are restoration spells that exist that would be able to
27.
restore your mental state to how it was at a previous point in time.
Okay. Do I know what any of the components are, or what it like, or like for a potion or whatever, what anything?
Or
any of
what
it-
class
You haven't
gets the
seen anything
spell?
about a potion. However,
Mhm.
the spell is Greater Restoration.
Yeah, does she have information on what class gets the spell eventually? And when they might?
I think
She's just read about it.
I do think out of character. I think rangers do at later levels.
I'm pretty sure clerics do too.
Yeah, clerics definitely do.
Yeah, just
It
not
is a
sure.
pretty widely available spell.
Just not sure when.
Because I have lesser restoration, and if they were going to give me lesser and not greater, I'd be like, what? That doesn't make
I know
sense.
I have lesser as well.
Anyways.
Anyway,
So I know that a bard, a cleric, a druid, an artificer. So I can get it.
it's just like a 5th level
I
spell,
can get it.
so it'll take you a hot minute.
Take me a long time to get it, but someone else.
Jessamine will get it pretty. I think she gets it I think
She has access to 5th level spells.
Yeah, so I think you could probably get.
So then, DM.
You can prepare it.
If we could say flavor-wise, Thalia were to tell me that I am capable of this, could I, at our next long rest,
Take it?
choose to learn it?
You could definitely try.
Okay. That's the plan.
I'll tell you. I'm pretty sure, like, I know that eventually I can learn this spell, but where I'm at right now in my training, it's still going to take me a while. I know what it is. However, where you are, you could figure it out much faster than me.
Okay.
Jessamine.
That makes me feel smart. Cool. Well,
if you really want to access your old memories, then
is that why
would
you
we
knew
wanna
so much
access our
about
old
me,
memories?
Orsan?
Of course
I
it
mean,
is. It has to be.
that was trying
Well,
to.
it's the only way for us to know if you're crazy or not.
Yeah, we might as well
That's
try.
so true.
And if it's like not true, then like we can at least remember like our childhood birthdays or something, which are some
Oh,
good
that would be
memories for
cute.
some things. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys
Or-
had birthdays?
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't like a huge deal, and it was kind of like a religious thing with other congregations. I usually just got like a slightly longer raven feather cloak.
Can I just say,
Do you even know when your birthday is? Yeah.
No.
I don't know what day
living
it
with
is.
bakers is the best for birthdays because they make the best cakes.
Oh
They
my
make the
gosh.
best cakes.
I think I'm going
I'm
to open
also
birthday for
kind of a
myself.
baker. So if you guys want me to
Because I
bake
don't know my
you,
actual birthday.
I'm
Oh
down.
my god, Cloud,
So I made
you
one up.
should. Hey, you know what, Thalia? Okay, Thalia.
Oh, I
if you
make the
never
best
had
herbal.
birthdays growing up, and then the memory spell like ends up like not being a thing and we don't remember birthdays, then Cloud can make a birthday cake for all of us and we can celebrate our birthdays from the last year.
Let me just say, I make the best herb, spiced herb
But
roll.
then
So it's over for you.
I don't know what my birthday is. Or I've never
really celebrated my birthday either.
You guys must have had
I've
terrible
never-
childhoods. God.
Okay, we don't judge.
I was raised.
Well,
I
I'm just
was
saying
raised
birthdays
by
are like
that.
birthdays. I have had
I was-
185 of them.
Okay, everybody.
Wow, that
Listen.
must be so nice. I was locked in a shed for 15 years.
Okay,
I was
everybody.
too busy hunting monsters.
Calm
and
emotions.
people.
Calm
you
emotions
have-
spell, please.
Do we have to make a save?
You
What
do.
is that, a charisma save?
It is a yes, a charisma save.
Oh, no, Frank.
I'm not
19.
I got an 8. I'm feeling better.
Okay.
A 6. I feel better.
Okay. If
I'm
once
the only one like
Cloud,
I'm gonna round
then
you
I
down.
try to physically like hold his arms and say, "It's not useful to us to fight right now, considering we're gonna have to fight bigger forces in the near
Why is he
future."
the one being the jerk? He had a good life. He has no business.
This is
Why
very
is he a
true,
jerk? I was
Cloud.
saying.
Cloud. Not everyone has birthdays.
Deep breaths, deep breaths.
Not everyone has birthdays, and that doesn't mean that
Yeah, Cloud is
we
just
should
privileged.
talk about, you know, them having a terrible childhood because we don't
Check
want to
your
make
privilege,
assumptions about anybody.
listen.
And
No,
if they did, we don't want to trigger anybody.
Okay, Jessamine, it's okay. I did have a terrible childhood, but I've come to terms with it. It's
Me
okay.
too.
I know, but
Should we get going?
but
We got a lot to do
sometimes
today.
bringing it up.
Let's just find the Ember.
Where are you going?
You go to the Ember Temple.
We're going to the Ember Temple.
Ember Temple.
You didn't find out where the Amber Temple
Yes, we should
is.
probably go to the Silver Knights.
Yeah, it was the.
We go to the Silver Knights of the Silver Knight and the Paladins and the Silver Knight and the Silver Dragon. The Paladins and the Silver Dragon. The Knights of the Silver Dragon.
The Order of the
Are you
Silver
okay?
Dragon.
So close. I was
This
so
is the
close.
second time you've done this today.
I was trying to like word associate, take up cues that I saw in your face. It almost worked.
Dumb bitch, dude.
Wait. So if you've been here before, do you
Okay,
know
where are we
people
going?
here?
Ember Temple. Do you know where it is?
No!
I do know the general area that it is, but it might be. It's just gonna be shooting darts in the. Basically shooting darts in the dark. So I think we should probably.
Wait, you've been there? So why can't you lead us back? Didn't they say it was on Mount Gawkus? Don't you know where Mount Gawkus is?
Well,
So-
Dungeon Mungeon, can you explain to them why?
He knows the mountain that it's on. However, he'd have to explore the whole mountain. Now that there are people actively trying to hide it, it would take you a while to find it. And presumably, if you just went with no explanation whatsoever, the people trying to hide it might take that as an affront.
Fair. Okay. Order of Silver Dragon.
Thank you, Dungeon
Where are
Mungeon.
they?
Let's go. I'm ready to go.
Cecilin did tell you where they are. He gave you directions. And it's about a morning's ride on your cart.
Let's do it.
Cool.
Alright, so you all pack back in.
Another-
You make your way along the forest roads of Barovia once again. You get horribly reminiscent as Jessamine points out the exact same trees playing I Spy.
Oh no.
Is it a tree? I knew
Yes.
it. I'm big brain. Big
You're
brain.
so good at
I know.
this.
I actually indicate which tree she's spying because I remember this very same game.
Roll a history check for tree.
Sure, will do.
That's the kind of rolling I want to see in our D&D game. For tree.
Roll check for tree.
You spend the morning
I roll for
riding along the road, and eventually, one second.
You mad?
For some reason, my notes decided to close.
You mad?
Eventually, you come across a winding branch of the old Svalich Road that meanders up a forested slope into a mountain spur. Eventually, you come upon a clearing in the trees. Sitting high above a river valley to the east juts a quiet promontory upon which looms a mansion. Its turrets capped with fairy tale cones, its towers lined with sculpted battlements. The tall stone walls show signs of wear, as though battles long past were fought and won here. Who knows how much blood lies in the very dirt crunching beneath the horses as they clop along. You can also see that there's a dark octagonal tower rising up from behind the rest of the mansion. Ba-doo. That's not a part of my dramatic reading.
Oop.
Darn, I
What
thought
if
it
it
was a
was?
sound effect.
Oh, nice.
Boop-ba-doo.
Like the trumpets as we arrive.
I think that would be excellent. We deserve it. You know what? I died.
Just ahead, the road comes to a stop before circling around a 10-foot cube of marble with what appears to be the statue of a massive dragon sitting atop it. It stares down menacingly at the entrance to the fortified mansion.
Whoa.
I kind of look around and I recognize this as the meeting place for First Met.
Oh my god, it is? Wait, I wouldn't know that, but that's cool.
Mansion's
just
in a little
realized
bit
that's
better
really
condition than the
sad.
last time you were here, though.
I think a little bit better is kind of an overstatement. It's probably
I wonder if there's any iconography of him. Out of character.
I think I'm gonna mention his name when we discuss about the
Okay.
but you guys don't know that.
Should we do we knock? Is that
I'd like to know.
bang, bang, bang?
I
Sure.
approach.
Y'all pack out of the cart and climb up the small set of stairs that leads you to two very tall, thick wooden doors with shining iron bands and small knockers that are shaped like the heads of dragons.
No.
Knockers.
Carved into the stone above the door is the word Arginvastolt.
Where have I heard that name before?
You gonna use the mansion's pair of knockers?
Yes.
Yes, we are.
What
Yes,
knockers?
I heard you make that joke. I had to.
Thank
That
you.
just reminds me of Young
Big mommy
Frankenstein.
milkers.
What knockers?
What?
Oh, thank you,
How
Doctor.
dare you? You do that to us.
Sorry. So you knock on the door.
Yes.
After a few moments, you hear shuffling behind the door, and one of the two very slowly creaks open. You see through the crack a very tall, red-scaled dragonborn in thick iron armor stares down. Yes.
Do I
Hi.
recognize him?
No.
Oh wait, Rogar was black
Rogar.
scaled, right?
Yeah.
Rogar is dead.
Well, we don't know that.
Hi.
Rogar was a zombie when you met him.
Yeah, that's true.
Wait, did we
Hello.
ever find out that he was a zombie?
Well, we don't know who
We
he
don't
is
know.
anymore.
We don't know who he is.
We don't know if he ever existed.
Sorry.
Orsan, with his glasses of hindsight, goes, "Oh shit, he was
He
undead."
was not- yeah.
No. But I start talking to him and I'm like, hi, we just came from Valaki, the Temple of the Raven Queen, and we're heading towards the Amber Temple because we're on a mission to, like, figure out all the stuff that's happening there, and we were told that you might have some helpful information, such as where the Amber Temple is, and other stuff.
You casually mentioned their biggest secret that their order has kept for millennia.
As you ramble on, you see, at the mention of the Amber Temple, his eyes kind of go wide, and his brow furrows a little bit as you see his hand reach down to his hip.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
No,
Before
it's not
he's
like
very
that.
gently pushed aside, and you see a shorter, elven-looking gentleman with short silver hair and small round spectacles sitting on his nose. He's very handsome. He looks over the party and smiles warmly.
sorry.
Mentally ill.
Do not worry, Nereth. I know these ones.
Really?
Please, come in, all of you.
Thank you. I walk in.
You know what?
As you enter the foyer, it feels like it belongs to a king.
Wow.
Ahead of you is a grand staircase, which leads up to two stone balconies held aloft by pillars and high arches overhead. A tall, vibrant tapestry depicting the man walking ahead of you in shining silver armor hangs from a metal rod above the staircase landing. To your right, you see the floor transitions into a pale pink marble, creating a wonderful ballroom, as well as walled-off sections to your left and up ahead of you, between which there are several alabaster busts containing imagery of beautiful men and women, and other races that are a little bit more exotic. Orsan, you see a statue of what appears to be Rogar. Two chandeliers of wrought iron hang from the ceiling, providing brilliant light to this massive chamber. The man smiles down at you and very gently gestures for you to follow him as he begins to walk up the stairs.
I follow with great exertion because I imagine these stairs are not meant for
Are not meant for
short
small
people.
Not meant for little legs.
Yes.
Little legs.
But I don't ask for help.
Yeah.
As you make it to the top of the stairs, it provides an even better view of the beautiful chamber that you are in. Like, looking down, you can see actually glimpses of people off in other sections of the main hall. You can hear talking and laughter surrounding you. He kind of goes, "I'm so sorry about this, but there is another staircase that we need to go up again."
It's okay. I can take it.
It just means like, it's okay.
But again, I don't ask for help. I'm just like, like.
He quickly brings you up another staircase. This one is spiraling, so you kind of have like a wall to lean against as you hobble your way up the stairs, Jessamine.
How is it that we know you?
He goes, "You will have time for questions in just a moment."
I'm so interested.
Takes you up another set of
is a-
stairs.
Oh god, this
Oh
is
my god.
And
this
leads
place
you
is
to-
lovely. You have to pass off the name of your
It leads you
interior
to
decorator.
what looks like a massive chapel.
Ooh.
There are several small round tables covered with a deep red tablecloth with golden trim on the edges. The walls and floor are covered in dark red tapestries and rugs. And on the other side of the chapel, you see an altar. This man dismisses 2 other humanoid figures in the room wearing full plate armor, leaving the chamber completely empty except for you and he. He leans against the wall gently and folds his arms and goes, I trust that you have some questions for me.
Yeah, what was your name again?
I'm Lord Ardenval.
Lord Argenfar?
Argenvost.
Thank you.
Sorry about my friend Cloud here.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the last part. How do we know you?
You might not know me, but I certainly know you.
Great.
Are
That's
you
not
like?
Doesn't sound
creepy at all.
Are you a scryer?
Of sorts.
Do you know my favorite color?
He kind of looks you up and down and goes, light blue.
Oh my god, Cloud.
So
But
creepy,
even I-
I'm really
even I
scared.
knew that. Even I knew that, though.
Yeah, but you have memories of a weird past life that we were in.
He smiles and goes, would you like to know a secret?
Yes.
Sure.
It's because you're wearing it.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we should have known that.
Okay,
You are
maybe
wearing
I
it.
should have asked a harder question, but I like wearing blue.
Which makes the question very easy, Jessamine.
I suppose. So, what else do you know?
I know why you were sent here.
Oh,
I know that you are working very closely with the Church of the Raven Queen.
I like
I trust.
Jessamine kind of like stands up a
How
little
about
taller at the mention of that. Like, I'm a warrior. Like,
Yes, I am.
yes, that is indeed correct.
That picture of Dash where he's like, it's my duty.
Yeah.
Yes. Very that, very
Yeah,
that.
she just like straightens her back a little bit at the mention of that.
Because she thinks you're the chosen one. But I am the chosen one.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
I trust that you are all in good favor with her.
no.
For the most part.
There's
No.
some
I have no idea.
There's some ambiguity.
Ambiguity?
Ambiguity
Ambiguity.
Yes.
happening right now with that.
She kind of doesn't give
Oh, good
a
job, Doreen. Big word.
Thank
Big
you.
brain. Good
Thank
job.
you.
Super
And I would guess that that ambiguity belongs to the other short one in your group.
Not by
There's
fault of my
something-
own.
There's something off about your soul.
Everyone keeps saying that.
Yeah. Okay, that's really freaky. I don't like that at all. I kind of point at him and like, that's
Off with my
really-
soul.
Orsan, it's rude to point at people.
I know it's rude to point at people, but it's also rude to call someone's soul
Well,
lost.
In
I'm
any case,
Wait, what's wrong with my soul? No, we have to go back. I want to know what's wrong with my soul.
I already told
We
you.
have to go
Cloud.
back.
Cloud, I already told you.
I want to hear it from him.
it almost looks as though it doesn't belong there.
so you can see souls?
In a sense.
Are they different colors? Is that how you know?
I guess you could say that.
Sweet
I
baby
know.
girl.
I trust that you're here to ask me the location of the Amber Temple.
Yes. But if you
Yeah.
have other information that would be helpful to us, I think we would appreciate that. I'm
Yeah, how do
personally
I fix
very
my soul?
confused.
My soul.
What are you confused about?
I'm confused about how
How did I get here?
Well- because the Raven Queen punishes hubris, and she punishes those who have cheated death. But although Cloud may have some hubris, but I
Guilty.
wouldn't say that he meant to cheat death. It's odd. If
From
what
what I
Orsan
gleaned from
says
this
it's
situation-
true, he did what he was told before, and he
then I was a side
came
effect.
to terms with that.
From my understanding and relationship with your queen, the motive matters not. It is just the fact that a soul is not where it belongs. And that is her job, is it not?
Mm-hmm.
Is there any way to remedy it?
Probably not.
Well, I'd imagine that you don't want to die.
I would not prefer it. I really like
I think that might be the only
what I got going on here.
And as far as I'm aware, not currently.
How much do you know?
Am I going to have to become like a Raven Queen Warlock? Is that what's going to happen here?
I mean, if you want to convert.
I love you so much, Jessamine. Again, I like the vibe that I have going on right now.
That's fair.
I'm pretty committed to a different cause. But...
I respect that. But if you are interested, let me know.
Well, if it's the only way to save my soul, then... Oh my god, that sounds like Mormons. Jessamine is a Mormon!
They're more Catholic than they are Mormon. Anyway.
Your soul will be saved. Wow.
That's just kind
That
of
was a
Christianity in
revelation.
general.
I would
I'm like, as a Christian, that's pretty just Christian.
in any case, you would like to know the location of the temple, would you not?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
He stands up again, snaps his fingers. I would like all of you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay,
Magic.
is this like something?
You're not being charmed or frightened.
So like,
Is this magic?
do we get
though?
the feeling that this is
Yes, it
helping
is.
us? Like, could
Okay,
we
so
choose
I
to
would
fail
go.
if we think that it will help us? Do you know what I mean? Like, if my passive insight is
This is
17, like,
the amount of... It's essentially going to see how much information you get.
okay.
Oh,
I got a
no.
16.
Oh, no.
13.
I
Okay.
got a plus 7. I got a 22.
All right, Thalia.
Wow.
Not one
Well, that's
counter.
The group had more successes
So
than it had failures.
Thank you.
I'm doing a group roll. It's not case by case.
Oh no, just the dice have to go to jail. No, you've been doing so
So-
well, dice. Stop all of a sudden.
Everyone,
It's back.
you're no longer in Argynvostholt.
Oh.
You are taken back, presumably to a memory, where all of you are standing outside the temple. There's howling, snowy wind surrounding you. Interestingly, though, Cloud, you don't see any of this.
Yep.
Your vision is completely black. You see visions of interesting dark-skinned figures, one looking like a dragonborn and the other more like an elf, fighting alongside you. You see a woman with auburn hair shooting a crossbow at a fox-like creature, wearing a horribly tattered and soggy dress. You see the group of you stealing bedrolls from an empty room and then sleeping in the snow.
We could have just stayed in the room.
It's like all of you have always known where the temple is.
Meanwhile, Cloud's just like,
And then you're
in
back.
danger.
I'm in danger.
I have a question for you, sir.
Yes.
What was that?
Nothing.
Is that
That wa-
was that like greater restoration of
Hey.
some sort, or
I just made you share a vision, is all.
a vision?
What did you?
Wait.
I didn't see anything.
Cloud, I'm just gonna say this outright. You were dead when we were looking for the Amber Temple.
Okay, maybe we should be
Great. That
a
was.
little
Whoa.
less liberal with how many times we use that word right now. I think we're a little on edge.
I don't think that.
I think that could have come out a little less intense than it did, Orsan. That's all I'm saying.
Well, here's the thing.
I take out a mint leaf and I just chew on it.
I made a promise to your queen that I will not withhold any information from you guys. So that.
Sorry, what?
Well, thank you for holding to that promise, Orsan.
And also, I'm more interested in how you did that, sir, Lord.
It's true. It was so vivid, so clear. Like I was like actually there.
I really didn't think I was going to see anything. I felt like I didn't do great at all.
Yeah, no. See, I just saw black.
I felt like something was blocking me.
Say that again, Dungeon Mungeon, or Lord, whatever your name is.
I'm a little bit more than I appear.
Well, I can see.
Cool.
In any case,
Just Lord.
Can
I
make a
appreciate
check
the visit.
so I can figure out who he is or what he is.
I don't know what check you would make to
I don't know. Is
discern
that
that
like
information.
Arcana to figure out the kind of magic he used and like what it seems like.
I
Like
mean,
religious
if
magic.
you make an Arcana check, you could discern if there is some sort of magical effect happening.
But, like, I know that there is. Like, so that's kind of, I think, obvious.
Can I?
I can try it, but I'm pretty sure I already know that.
Let's assume he's a wizard or sorcerer.
He might be a
know,
god as well.
A what?
A dirty 20.
God.
Just 1 second.
Be a god. Why would a god be talking to us?
A god
Like in
talked to
human
you
form.
in your dream last night.
Yeah, but that's in like a dream. It's more like, like that's a
Also,
god.
I'm just confused how he knows our past from a different dimension.
How do you know your past?
That, you know what? I got you there.
Well,
He got you
pretty
there.
Well, it's pretty.
He's the one that cast the spell. Of course he knows.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but also like, oh, you're right.
Got you there.
Are you a god?
As flattered as I am by that assumption, no, I am not. There is a magical effect going on here. You can't quite recognize what the presumable spell happening here is, but something is magically giving him the appearance that he has.
Oh, so this isn't what he looks like.
Yeah.
So is it some sort of like a self spell? Because I do have that spell.
Talia, what are you gonna
Not
ask?
quite.
He's a god. Let's be honest.
Or he might
It's
be
just
like.
Strahd.
He might be a he might
We've
be a
been in the
celestial
same reality this entire time, and he's just Strahd.
He just might be a
It's like the
celestial
red
alien.
soul in. He just like goes up.
Yeah, I was just gonna say he might just be a celestial being.
Oh, that'd be
Gods.
cool.
But I have.
So we know where it is. You guys know where it is?
Mm-hmm.
You're here too, Cloud. Yes.
Just dead.
You just did not get the vision.
Okay, cool. But I know. Okay, I can guide us. I'm good at that. Let's go.
Awesome.
Hold on. a
All of
minute.
you know where it is.
Hold on a minute. Can I make an offering to a specific person, Mr. Lord?
What are you suggesting? Perhaps.
Making an offering to an old friend of mine.
Ah, that's
All right.
About to come.
Ominous.
Yeah, is he about to be a Bloodhunter Warlock Cleric?
Ball who isn't Ball.
I'm just talking religious, okay?
Yeah, he's fully about to worship the Raven Queen. Let's be honest.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Is there?
Keep hurting everyone.
I mean, we're in a chapel, right? So is there?
You are in a chapel.
Is there like an offering plate or something like that within the?
No. You're standing kind of near an altar, though.
Okay. Well, kind of go on my knees and I guess pray. Like I don't know, just kind of like kind of like saying, "Hey, Rogar, maybe you're not. You remember me, but hope you're doing well. I'm with the party right now. Yeah, miss you a lot." Kind of like a message, I guess. And I don't know. And I just get up from my knees and walk out.
All right.
I guess we're done. Are we following? He just walked out without. Okay, we just follow him.
Thank you so much. And then I like turn to Cloud and I'm
course.
like,
I trust that after your little visit, you will report any information to me. I admit
Sure.
it has been a short while since we've sent anyone inside the temple. So
That's not comforting, dude. Okay.
happily. I'm really
What were
good
you gonna
at.
say, Jessamine?
I was just going to say that I think that going down the stairs are going to be a lot easier than going
Yeah.
up them.
I thought you were gonna say how hot he was, and I was like,
Well, I mean, Cloud, he's still here.
he's so. He's, you know what? He knows. He knows. He knows. He knows. He knows he's here.
So obviously.
I like look back and I flip my head,
Stupid.
but like really ugly face, like. You know.
I start.
I'm gonna let one little thing slip about this guy, just so that you know. He has a passive perception of 26. He heard everything you just said.
Excellent. That's even better.
Wow, that's sexy.
I just walk out.
Talia's
like, that was
also.
dumb.
Thalia also flips her hair.
But doesn't make the ugly face, and she looks much more attractive. And I'm like, great, I am out of practice. Ooh.
Alright, so you walk back out of the mansion.
Yes.
Yep, that.
By this point, it is about... it's early afternoon, and... boop-a-doo, let me bring you back to the map. I don't know why I keep making that noise today. You are currently here. Oh, wrong tool. Let's go ahead and... You're about here.
Am I in the right now?
Let me roll 20 floating.
Did I not just bring players there? No, I didn't.
Nope.
What a goof.
I love that for you.
Get up there. There we go. You are here.
Yeah.
The Amber Temple is down here.
Oh, okay. Not too bad.
It's a little far.
If you wanted to take the roads, you'd have to go back up through the forest and around the mountain.
Or could we just go by the river? Because one of my favorite terrain is
Forest,
mountainous
river.
and forest, so I could just lead them.
Sure. That could shorten your time. Your horses are going to struggle to go through the mountain.
Yeah. I'll help them as much as I can, though.
Oh.
Right.
I know I can't talk to them, but I'll try to soothe them and,
Sure.
be
So
genuinely
I'd
there.
say it'll take about a full day to get up the mountain and to the Amber Temple.
So should we should stop for the night halfway through because it's afternoon.
Yeah.
We won't make it.
Yeah.
Can we stop by the forest because I want to take Jessamine and do some foraging and teach her about local flora and fauna.
Yay.
Sure, I'd say you can make it down to this little patch of forest today, and the actual mountain is where things will start to get more difficult for the horses.
Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good.
So should I
So you
make
spend
a
the rest of the day on the road.
Yes.
should I make a
yes,
check
yes.
to see if I'm successful in understanding the herbs that he's showing me in the forest?
Well, when we stop, I was thinking we could go
Oh,
out
yes.
and
Okay.
do it.
Okay.
I also want to keep a lookout, specifically while we're riding, if I see any, burnt trees, because I know void root grows on those. But if I don't see anything, we won't stop and I won't go look.
Sure.
I just want to keep a lookout, because that's specific.
As you're riding along the river, you don't see anything like that.
Cool.
However, you do notice about halfway through your afternoon ride, you make your way down by Orsan. You remember this place very vividly, to where the ruins of Berez were. Except
we almost
when you
died.
get there,
It's not ruins anymore.
When you get there, it's not ruins. You find yourselves upon a bustling little town. It's very small. There's only a few farmhouses, and you can see that they've kind of requisitioned the swamp into farmland. And there is a giant life tree in the center. Trunk about 30 feet wide.
Where Baba Lasaga's hut was.
But now it's a lie. It's amazing.
I don't think we should stop. We don't need anything. We also have no money.
I do.
I do have money, but
You have 1 gold.
I have 93 gold.
Ow.
I sold a bunch of stuff.
You
I
saw-
have 400.
Oh, he sold the gems.
I haven't bought
That's
anything.
right. I have
Okay.
Or I have 86 gold. Correction.
I have 100 gold, which is a lot compared to what some people have, but not a lot compared to what we've had this entire time.
Sure.
Cool.
Yeah, we don't like have to stop, but
I mean, I don't need
I
anything.
spent a lot of money gambling.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. No, but Jessamine will
yeah.
like wave to random people that make eye contact with her as they pass through.
Sure.
Ah! I still have 158 gold, but
So you make your way through the town, and the road is pretty peaceful along the river. There's not much to disturb you. Eventually, you make your way to the little clump of trees, and you set up camp for the night between where the river meets the trees. And is there anything that you guys would like to do before you take your rest?
Yes.
I'm gonna work on Jessamine's teapot.
Yay! I was gonna ask that.
All right.
How much monies? Do you need monies? How much are the monies?
13 per
Yeah.
work session.
Okay, I could do that. And then how many? I have written.
can this foraging, can that count as an herbalism lesson? Because I'm like,
No.
okay, cool. Maybe I can do both. We'll see.
I'm trying to see.
3 more work sessions on the teapot.
Yay!
Oh.
So 3 more teapot sessions, and then after this, it would be 6 more herbalism lessons.
Yeah.
Yep, that is correct.
Question.
so-
Sorry, what?
Question.
Yes?
So, I want to make the potion of sanctuary because I have holy water now. How many charges can I make?
Alright, hang on 1 second.
And I would also, while I go to bed, prepare the greater restoration spell. Instead of, although that'll be super helpful to us, instead of scrying for now, because we don't necessarily have a creature we know of to scry. So I'll switch that out.
Place? Did we?
No, it has to be a creature.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Foraging and
All right.
herbalism lessons.
So, for some reason, I do not have my my recipes written down.
I have
Oh.
the recipe written down for me.
Alright.
Sanctuary.
It will take you like an hour or two to make a potion.
Okay, do I need to roll?
Yes. Roll for dexterity plus your proficiency bonus, because you're proficient with alchemist supplies.
Oh my god, that's a lot of minutes. Okay. 30?
You really brew it up well.
It's a damn good potion of sanctuary. So it's just 1 use, I'm assuming?
Yes. Remind me of what that potion is again.
The description of the potion is I use a bonus action, and I think the enemy attacking the person with the potion of sanctuary buff has to make a wisdom saving throw when they make an attack.
Right.
And,
Right.
And I don't know what they lose or gain.
Yes. Essentially, the when you drink the potion, any enemy making an attack roll against you has to first make a wisdom saving throw to be able to attack. And that is 1 use.
Okay.
And it lasts for a full hour.
Okay.
Notes.
I brew the potion and I give it to Cloud.
Cool. I will take that.
Correct.
Yeah.
And how long does it last?
It lasts an hour.
Lasts an hour.
Do I need to make a check for my herbalism lesson?
Yeah, because I also, while I'm foraging, aside from like local stuff that I want to collect, I want to look for something special. It can be so cool.
So you're gonna leave Jess by yourself to go forage while she works on.
No,
her
I'm
lesson.
gonna bring her with me, and then if I can fit one in at the end of foraging, then I will. But I wanna show her how to like spot plants that are good, because it's like, I mean, it's not necessarily about the herbalism, but it's gonna help her.
It's about
You know what I mean?
identifying plants, like
Yeah.
nature checks, I suppose.
Okay, hang on one sec. Sure, we'll count it as an herbalism lesson. And what we'll do is go ahead and make your foraging check. So wisdom plus proficiency bonus.
Cool. Do I get the +1 that I get with the luck stone on these kinds? Like,
This is a check, not a saving throw.
well, I get them on checks too.
Okay.
+1
Then-
to ability checks and saving throws.
Then yes, because this is an
Okay.
ability check.
So that would be +7 to it.
13.
Oh, so good. Just the best. 21.
All right. Cloud, you find where
I
am
did want to mention
Dice.
that I specifically do want to look for some kind of a hallucinogenic herb or mushroom that I could do something. But whatever else I find.
You find one ingredient.
Cool.
With your check. Apparently, you're in a pretty sparse area because Jessamine doesn't find anything, and Cloud only finds one ingredient.
Well,
Dang it.
as long, that makes me feel a little bit better. If Cloud had found like 7 things and I literally didn't find anything, I would be like, wow, well that sucks.
No.
I feel a
Maybe
little
like,
better about that.
No, don't feel bad. This is we'll go like full out into a real forest. This is just a patch of trees.
Okay. Also, Jett, that just made me think of that TikTok sound that's like, drugs! Drugs! It's like, no, thank you. Drugs!
Drugs.
Sorry, this is
So-
awkward. No, please. Like,
This is an ingredient that you have not seen before. It's an interesting looking herb that kind of has little purplish veins that run through it. You can make another herbalism check to see if you can identify this plant.
Okay. Cool. Oh, so good. 1,000,000. Just kidding. 19.
You do not.
Dang it. It was over 20, wasn't it?
Yes.
Dungeon
Can I
Engine?
like?
Oh, sorry.
So, if I don't know, do I have to like go do research and find out, or take it to another herbalist?
You can bring it to someone who would know, or you can research and try to find out.
Cool.
But for now, you just have an interesting purple-looking herb.
Cool. I'll put that in
I
my
read
house.
so much.
And then I was wondering, when we did those herbalism lessons, did I make any of the potions?
No,
I paid
because
for
you
the
were teaching her.
No, at the apothecary.
Oh, no, she did. She still sells them because she
Okay,
needs to make a
she-
profit on these things. But
Cool. Just checking. So yeah, that's all I think I can do then, is a lesson in the foraging.
all right.
And now I have a potion of sanctuary, which will be very helpful for me not dying.
I'm so sorry.
Jessamine, you had a question?
Yes, sorry. My question was, can I, like, I am always like hesitant to like switch out my spells because I become very attached to them, but could I potentially like prepare all different spells over this long rest, or is there a limit to how many spells I can
you
switch
could.
out? Okay, I may I'm looking over it, and I may, knowing that we're going to a dangerous temple, be switching out some spells. I'm looking.
That's
Some
totally
attack
fine.
spells.
Yeah.
With classes that have the ability to swap their spell list, they could theoretically change every single spell every single day.
Cool.
Yeah. I'm super excited about my potion of sanctuary because that will help so much. Thank you, Orsan. That's very sweet of you.
Well, I mean, we just were told from a god for you to be careful. So.
Yep. Sorry, being a nightmare is my whole thing when I'm around you. So sorry about that.
Oh, I know. I mean, I've been with you.
Oh, yeah,
Never have I heard something describe Cloud more aptly. Being a nightmare is kind of my thing.
My whole thing is that I'm terrible.
Oh, I know. We've been traveling for 6 months together. It feels like 3 weeks, but
we have fun, right? I feel like we have fun.
Fun is a very
Okay, but did I play?
Fun is a subjective term. All right, so you all do your activities. Would anyone like to take watch tonight?
Did you tell me that I sold you that potion of strength?
No.
That just
Maybe I'll take watch.
Me to think about it.
Maybe I'll take watch, and during my watch, I am looking at what spells I should prepare.
Sure.
I'll take the watch after then. And then someone take one last watch.
I can take the last one.
Okay, cool.
Dawn is a good time for me. Dawn and Twilight are my things.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Okay. Ooh, nice. That is
I will
19.
also say, I kind of forgot about this use of the spell, but were you to cast Raven's Eye, you actually would get an even better view.
I would actually love to do that and cast it for the first time.
Oh my god. Thank you.
Because I was like, now that Jessamine is actually taking watch, I think I remember that being a thing for this spell.
Yes.
So yeah, you can transmit your consciousness to a raven for a short amount of time and essentially have it watch over the entire area that you're in.
That's awesome.
Fucking tea. Oh my god, and then the raven and my orchard can just hang out.
Mm-hmm.
Tea.
So as you're all going to bed, you watch as Jessamine pulls a long black feather that has a little metal tip at the end of it out of her cloak, and she begins to chant a little bit in Shadar Kai as this feather begins to float up from her palm and it out into the air. And when she opens her eyes again, you see that small black feathers are beginning to sprout from the side of her face, and her one eye has gone black as you hear up overhead. And a raven is now circling overhead watching you. You get +5 to your roll there.
So then that's 24.
On top of her.
Yeah, 24.
Yeah.
It looks safe. As you spend your 4 hours of watch, you see a couple creatures that might be of potential danger were they to find you. However, you're pretty nifty with your hut. You're able to make it just the right color to blend in a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't see anything get close enough to cause trouble.
Cool.
I believe Orsan was the next watch.
16.
All right. As far as you're aware, you don't see any sort of danger while you're kept up.
Cool. I just like kind of do this. I'm gonna just assume that there's like a troop in the hut. I'm just throwing my sword and bringing you back like while I'm on board.
You hear like a doom, 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 as he keeps throwing his sword, but as it hits the dome of the tiny hut, it like clatters and falls to the ground because no magical effects can get through.
It just stabs someone in the eye. You drop it.
I only like bringing it back. Anyways.
Oh no.
Then Cloud, your watch.
Do I roll?
Yes.
Oh, I have +7 to perception. 18.
Sure. As you wake up and sit around watching the sun rise, you hear soft sounds of what seem to be pretty heavy footfalls nearby. You look out of the trees, and off on the other side of the river, you can see little glowing blue spots in the tree line across the river.
It's the monster.
They disappear just as soon as you see them. And you hear
It's the memory monster.
I know. He just
Is
left.
that what we're
So you
gonna call
don't
it?
know.
The memory
The
monster?
memory monster.
Well, we don't know what it is yet.
As far as you're aware, it's gone.
Oh my god. I don't like that at all.
Chill. I'm like,
I don't like
well, that was uncomfortable. Cool. I'll tell them in the morning, but I don't
And-
feel the need to wake anyone.
And good morning to the party. As the sun comes up, you had a wonderful night's sleep, free from danger. Jessamine's got some new bling.
I tell them
Okay,
that I saw the
would
memory
you-
monster.
Would you
I
like
look
me to
at-
tell you what spells I switched out?
Sure.
Okay, so I switched out okay, I don't remember exactly what I got rid of, but I now have Gentle Repose, which will protect a corpse from becoming undead. I added Spiritual Weapon because I thought that would be very helpful.
And that's fun.
I added Life Transference, which is also really cool.
Eee.
Yeah.
And I think
Greater Restoration.
Greater Restoration. Yeah. So I did those ones, and then I didn't think I would need Divination again since I did it yesterday. And then I temporarily took out, I think. Oh, I temporarily took out Calm Emotions because I was like, this may be helpful, but I think we're going to be focusing on monsters and not each other, hopefully, while in the Amber Temple. And then I think I also, no, I still have Sending. There was one more.
Do you want to try Greater Restoration on one of us?
The only
Or do you wanna wait?
problem, I kind of want to wait
not
just
have a lot of spell
because
slots?
I only have one 5th level spell slot, and I have a really cool new spell called Circle of Power, where it will diffuse magical energy within a 30-foot sphere, and it moves with me as long as I stay concentrated on it, and we get like advantage on effects against magic and stuff, and I think that's a really helpful spell to have.
No, you're totally good. If you still have a 5th level spell at the end of the day, you could try it on me or Thalia.
Yeah.
Or yourself. I think it might be more useful to have Thalia.
I was going to say I'm
with
planning
information.
on doing it for Thalia first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I would just be dead, and I wouldn't have that much information.
Oh, that's what I did. I took out Zone of Truth because I think that Spiritual Weapon would be more helpful to me in the immediate future.
If you've ever used Zone of Truth.
Yeah, I forgot I had it. I could have really just used it on Orsan, but I forgot.
It's for flavor.
Anyway, So you wake up. I assume you'd like to just get back on the road.
I kind of look at Jessamine and I'm like, oh, that's a cool feather. And I love black as a color, so I'm like, oh, that's a really cool feather. And I see the silver tip and I'm like, yeah, that's a really cool feather.
Thank you.
Do I recognize that it's kind of like it has special properties for it, like Spence?
Due to your religious affiliation, you can recognize that it's probably a part of the Raven Queen religion, considering it's a raven feather and it's been preserved at the end so that it can be used multiple times.
Cool. Got it.
Cool.
So you get back along the road.
Get back on the road. Yep.
It's not long until you come across a bridge at the foot of the mountain. Very familiar looking bridge for some of you.
Oh,
Oh no, the old characters are still on the map.
ah! Elias. Elias being a woman.
We love that for him.
We do. He could have saved his species.
You're so right. You're so right.
You come across this bridge along the foot of the mountain. It crosses over a very large river. You walk past a tower, and as you come onto the bridge, you hear a horrible screeching noise coming from the south.
The rock.
Oh, it's back.
Are you
rock is
kidding
still
me?
alive.
But it was sent to another plane!
But oh my god. Should we run? Are we running?
Is it coming towards us, Spencer?
A giant bird swoops overhead.
Do you want a
see its shadow.
reprise?
You see its shadow fall across the bridge before it moves away.
Oh, before it moves away?
Quick!
That's hilarious.
Wild kill cows vanish.
No, literally, Orsan goes, Jessamine, do the thing! And she's like, what are you talking about?
What are you?
What are you talking about? That's a massive fucking bird.
Alright, tell her the story of how she banished that same bird.
I did that?
Yeah, it's cool.
Great, so do it again.
It's okay. It looks like it's
It has flown away.
Okay. I was gonna
And
say,
the cart
woo!
continues along the bridge. It is still just as dilapidated as before, so you kind of have to navigate a little bit. But you're able to make your way past, and you actually have found the road that goes up the mountain. So the horses are doing just fine, if a little bit cold. The morning passes and fades into the afternoon. And afternoon fades into evening as you climb up and up and up the mountain. It very quickly begins to grow dark as the sun begins to fall down. But soon enough, you find yourselves face to face with a building carved into the face of the rock of the mountain. You can see on either side of the massive archway standing in front of you, there are several statues of hooded figures carved out of a yellowish gemstone.
Damn.
Above the door hangs a piece of stone into which is carved, "If you seek knowledge, abandon all hope entering here. What is included here is forbidden and dark. Your life may not be all you lose."
Yikes.
However, interestingly, the door hangs open. You can see that there has been some snow blown onto the stairs.
The memory monster, or that guy who dropped our dome.
I don't like that. No, thank you.
Get me the fuck away!
And that's a no from me.
That's enough for me, dog.
Yeah, that's a no for me, dog. I'm so sorry. Ooh, you know what? Ooh. Am I gonna? Oh, yeah. Let's just because this might be very helpful to us. Okay, I am going to cast Magic Circle at 3rd level.
Nice.
I create
Nice.
a 10-foot radius, 20-foot tall cylinder of magical energy. It'll last an hour. It takes a minute to cast, so I want to cast it before we go inside. Oh, wait. No, never mind, because then we won't be able to move around. I thought it followed me. How long does Circle of Power last? Up to 10 minutes.
Drinking potions is a bonus action, right?
Never mind.
Yeah.
I thought that
Okay, cool, 'cause I'm
I
gonna-
thought that Magic Circle followed us, because that would have been really cool to just like preemptively have a protective barrier.
Yeah.
I guess what I will do. Can I?
How about I go first as well, since I have
Okay, I will cast Guidance, my cantrip, on Orsan, so that the first ability check that he makes, he'll be able to add a D4 to it.
Cool.
All right, sounds good.
Okay.
So, Orson, you're going to lead into the mountain.
Yes. I think I should. I
God.
think I am the tankiest out of everybody now. Because of this.
How many hit points do you have?
Armor class of 18, and I have 67 hit points.
I have 66 hit
yeah,
points.
you have a higher AC, but our hit points are the same, so you go first.
The magic tattoo. I show it off. It's the really cool
Wow,
symbol.
good for you.
The really cool symbol that
Cloud, you notice that Jessamine's like, wow.
Jasmine, it's not that impressive. Oh God.
Tattoos
So
are
we just go
cool.
in.
You make your way inside, and you find yourselves greeted with a large, empty chamber.
Uh-oh.
You find yourself standing on a small balcony at one end of the chamber. There's a massive statue of the same hooded figure that you saw in the statues outside. And most notably, as you walk in, there are 2 ballistas loaded and aimed at the door. The entire room is filled with a horrible stench of death, and you can see that there's very faint yellowish light trickling in through the ceiling, which appears to be made of amber.
I pull out my little lavender essential oil thing again so that it doesn't smell like death.
Lovely.
My lilac scent is wafting.
Yes, Cloud?
I was gonna do primeval awareness. Just
Okay.
so I know.
There's definitely undead around you.
Okay, so just everybody be aware. There's undead here. Anything else? Fey, fiend, dragon, elemental aberration, celestial.
Interestingly enough, there is a little bit of fiend. Not very much. However, you can sort of feel like a pulsing fiendish aura that is beginning to grow stronger as you focus on it.
Okay, so I relate
And
that to party.
even more interestingly,
Oh no.
something that I did not know that Primeval Awareness covered, right on the very edge of Primeval Awareness's range, there's a dragon.
I have a 6-mile radius when I'm in my favorite terrain. So are we talking 6 miles? Okay.
6
Hey
miles.
guys,
About 6 miles away.
fun fact, there's a dragon 6 miles away. Not much prevalence here, but good to know. You could change out your scale shield. We're not fighting a dragon.
No, let's fight a dragon. Let's do it.
What if we nicely asked if I could
Oh,
just
yeah,
borrow
wait.
one of his scales that's fallen off
Can we
already?
cut off one of your scales,
No,
dragon?
I don't know, maybe
I
mean,
maybe
nails-
dragons
they
won't.
shut their-
nails break.
Yeah,
maybe
maybe they
he
do.
has a scale that's fallen off that he would let me borrow.
Yes,
We're still
Jessamine.
under
I would like to. I have crossbow bolts from when I used to do that. I would like to toss one into the room to see if the ballistas just go for it.
Yeah.
Sure. You toss the crossbow bolt into the room, and it kind of skitters along the marble floor, and you hear as right where the crossbow bolt landed, there are these two, like 4.5 foot long bolts, and you hear.
Is loading another one?
Is it dark?
It is pretty dark in here. I'd say it's dim light.
Okay, so
Could
it
I
probably goes up
hover and fly?
Yes, you can.
I would
It's
like
very
to
smart.
do that. And
So Jessamine, as she sees these giant bolts come from the sides of the room, she begins to hover.
I would like to slowly move forward. As soon as I get to the barrier, I'm gonna stop a little bit and be prepared to have to try to make a dex save to like move back, and I'd like to move into the barrier to see if it is pressure plate that causes the cannons.
You're gonna move into like the main chamber.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
Alright,
over that
so-
railing.
but very slowly.
You watch as Jessamine like raises her legs and floats over the railing to the little balcony.
It's just so good.
I cannot.
And as she reaches about where the end of the stairs are, you hear, I need you to make 2 dexterity saving throws.
Alright, so it's not pressure plates.
Yeah, there must be like a
Ooh,
barrier.
this is when I'm so happy that I'm a halfling.
Oh, she rolled a
Hannah,
Oh!
you roll so many ones.
Listen, but this is crazy because I rolled a nat 1 and then I'm a halfling, so I get to roll again, and then I got a natural 20.
Yes.
Plus 2, so that's a 22
All
for
right.
1. This is, are you fucking kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? I'm sorry.
You rolled another nat 1?
Yes. And then I rolled a 16.
Okay.
Oh my god.
This is why I love playing halflings. I really could have died.
Oh no.
Jessamine's eyes go wide as these 2 bolts come straight for her, and she drops her hovering and just lands down on the ground as these 2 bolts land in the walls next to you, Orsan.
Okay,
I'm gonna,
it's not the floor, you guys.
So how long does it take for the bolts to recharge off these huge ballistas?
You sit and watch, and as you watch them, it takes about 30 seconds for them to reload.
Okay.
I could get over using all my movement, or
There are doors that don't lead into the center room. There's a door on both sides of the chamber, like both sides of the balcony.
Jessamine, do you want to come back here?
Yeah.
should we go over here?
Spencer, can I investigate to see? Can I investigate to see if there's a way to shut off these ballistas from where they are?
I don't know how you'd investigate from this
Yeah,
far away.
I was
but
gonna try to disarm them
yeah.
if it was about the pressure plates, but
But it's not. There's like a magical force field probably or barrier that probably triggers it.
What if I sacrificed Cammy once?
Oh.
Aww.
Have
All right.
her.
Okay.
I mean, she can always come
Thank
back.
you for
I'm
your
like, what if
service, Cammy.
Well, there's
You know-
but there's also guys. There's also 2 of them.
Well,
So one's
we
gonna
can
shoot
have-
at Cammy, and one's gonna shoot at all of us the second we go in.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have both shoot at Cammy because that's what happened to Hannah,
Mm-hmm.
and then we can make a mad dash for them. I can also Misty Step against them. Oh.
I don't want to use spell slots, to be honest.
Well, I can still dash. So
Yeah. We could also
But
just go to
might-
one of the sides.
Yeah, we
We can
could do
also
that
take-
first.
or we can just go to the other doors.
We could
Yeah,
try
we
those
can do the-
first.
We can go the boring way.
Yeah, let's go the boring way to start, because, my whole thing is not dying right now.
Yeah, but
That's
she
a
only
good way to
That's
live.
Yeah.
So it's okay for me.
So should we go
Apparently,
to the left over here?
Yeah, we can do that.
apparently my dice want death for me.
Love that. So you go over and open the door. You find yourselves in a small chamber. You can see that there are a couple bookshelves as well as a statue of a figure riding a horse.
Strahd? Wait, I wouldn't know that.
No.
Orsan.
Oh, is it Strahd? Fuck.
Interestingly, I'm going to say roll a history check.
Okay.
It's Irina. It's fully Irina. Or Tatiana.
16.
You remember that there is a hidden room attached to this one.
Yeah.
Because remember,
And it's under it, right? It's under the statue?
remember alive.
Not quite. That one was a hole in the floor leading to the room beneath you. But this one and another chamber on the other side of this little balcony has a little hidden alcove where they hide, like, a shelf full of scrolls.
Oh!
Ooh, and these are probably good. Oh!
Okay,
Look at all of them!
So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to kind of like scan my hand.
Ooh, does
around
Thalia
the
still have the
wall.
bag of holding? Also, we should
That's
talk
one of our
about
infusions.
what's still in that, by the way.
Well, I mean, it was maps and like spell scrolls, I think. So I'm gonna like scan my hand across the wall, and I remember the room. My eyes kind of widen a bit, and I kind of like tell everyone like, "Come over here," and I kind of like lead to them to the wall where the alcove is, and I like push open the door.
You and slides off to the side, and you see the wall on the back side is covered in tiny little cylindrical holes. Inside each is a scroll. These scrolls appear to be pretty well maintained.
Yay!
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 I'm gonna carefully walk towards the cylinders, just to make sure like if there's any traps or anything. And then I go to the very first hole onto the left.
Sure.
And like reach in to get the scroll.
As you step inside, you hear a very soft and the door begins to behind you.
Anyone have light?
You're alone in this room.
Oh, I'm alone in this room. Can they get access to
They could open the door again. You just there's like a pressure plate on the inside so people can just enter the room.
I would like to
open the
do
door.
that. And then could I...
Okay.
I don't have light, but could I do Fairy Fire, which outlines each object in a 20-foot cube with violet light?
Outline me!
Sure.
I mean, like, it's the best thing I have to light, where just everything will be outlined. I can't hear you, Jett.
I just don't want to light a torch.
You're muted.
You're muted.
We can light a torch.
No, I'm too scared.
I
I
have
don't wanna burn
torches.
anything. I don't
Yeah.
wanna-
Okay,
I'm
I
sure we
mean,
have
violet light is,
something.
like, blue light is kind of cool, but, like, alright, whatever.
Yeah.
If you want to cast it. For the flavor, do it.
I'd like to cast
you
it,
have to. You
and...
have to drop it though, because
Yeah.
that gives everyone advantage on attacks against us.
But we're in a tiny room. I'm just doing it in the room.
I know, but okay. You know
It's
what? I was just saying.
concentration. Okay, I would
It does
like
only last
to...
for 1 minute.
I would like to outline everything in light blue light.
You.
All right.
Oh,
It's cute.
Every creature in that area, you need to make a dexterity saving throw.
I'm gonna just choose to fail it.
Okay, so you start glowing.
I also choose to fail. I'm very dexterous, so I'll definitely pass it.
I just feel it.
Yeah, I just fail it.
Thalia kind of like tries to jump out of the way, and then she starts glowing and goes, "Oh shit!"
This isn't fire.
But it's pretty.
Yeah, we don't want to set fire to this room.
Meanwhile, Cloud's just a ghost.
Did so.
Careful, Cloud. You might be an actual ghost.
Center, I don't appreciate that! Okay, we look at the scrolls. Can we look at the scrolls?
I'm going to be
Sure.
very careful.
Oh my god. Stop with that noise.
Ew.
That's the sound that scrolls make when they're open.
No, that's definitely not.
Go ahead, make an... Is there anything in specific that you're looking for, or are you just going to start pulling scrolls from the wall?
I just
Well,
want to
not,
look at the scrolls.
but spell scrolls if I can recognize them.
Alright, well, Orsan reaches up and grabs the first scroll and finds his hand can't get to it.
Oh, dang it. They're stuck
Like,
in there.
you grab at the scroll, but your hand is, like, floating about an inch away from it.
Oh,
You
Orsan,
just can't
give me a
grab it.
boost.
Wait.
Okay. And I
Okay.
put it on my shoulders.
Try to do it.
Your hand does the same thing. It's like it's stopped about an inch away from the
I
scroll.
think there's a barrier.
I could, guys, I have something that could help with this, but do we want to do it as a question?
I mean,
I can only do it
Depends on what
once.
it is.
It depends
Yeah,
on
what is it?
I could dispel the magic that protects the scrolls, or a scroll.
Well, do you want me to identify and
Yes,
make sure that that's what's
Yeah,
Well,
maybe we
can you?
maybe we look at maybe we try to like decipher what some are and what would be useful, and then I try.
I mean, if it's important,
Can I make an
if it's
Arcana
important
check?
enough for someone to put a barrier around it, then I'm pretty sure it's worth their while.
Well, an
I mean, it
Arcana
could be a
check would
game.
tell you if there is a magical effect. It would not tell you what the magical effect is.
Detect
That's what identify is for.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay, I can guess. I'll cast identify then.
All right. So you take a minute or two to let her actually look at what's going on here. There's clearly a barrier spell happening. There's something. It's made to protect the scrolls and keep them like intact. Essentially, these scrolls have been around for hundreds of years, and so if they're interacted with too much, they will like crumble to dust.
Yeah,
Is
maybe
it
we
something
don't.
we should try and grab? Maybe there's a reason they're protected.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't. Plus, I could use both of my third level spell slots, so.
But I
Or
really
is
do
that-
want.
I mean, I'm okay with
Like,
not getting
us.
spell scrolls. I was just a little excited to see like
I,
what they were,
I'm
but
just
that
gonna
is
say
not the
these-
reason we're here. So
These scrolls could give us information about the temple themselves, though.
Yes, but if I dispel the barrier, they could all just disintegrate. So.
No, they were preserved, so they would still be intact. Because no one has
Not
touched them.
necessarily.
It is the magic that's preserving them.
Yeah, if we dispel the magic, then.
Hmm. But then, why would they preserve them if no one?
They probably have a way to maintain the magic while reading them.
Can
I'm not gonna do it, so I mean, you can.
Is there-
unless you can do it.
Dungeon Dungeon, is there a way for me to access the scrolls without,
With what you currently have, not that you're aware.
Okay. Is there any other scrolls in these cylinders that are not in?
It appears to be just a barrier that's covering the whole wall. As you like reach across to all the different spots where scrolls are, you can't reach any of them.
So we would use this spell. I guess we.
Fair.
I mean, I really do wanna see what's in these scrolls because the last time I was here, they were very much dust.
I mean, we dispel the wall, they all disintegrate.
I don't think so. What do you think?
I don't want to get rid of this knowledge for people who can actually use it.
I mean, this
As you
isn't
all-
the reason that we're here.
As you all deliberate in this room, you can hear, coming from some of the chambers to the north, a muffled conversation happening.
Can I hear what they're saying?
You can. However, what languages do you understand?
Can
I will also. I mean, I don't have the.
You don't understand what they're saying,
Dang it!
Can I?
but
Do
you
I?
hear that there is definitely a conversation happening in chambers north of where
Darn it,
you are right
I
now.
unlearned tongues a few sessions ago. That would have been so helpful. Dang it!
I wouldn't know the language, would I?
I don't think
No, you would not, and you can't really make out what they're saying.
Okay,
I don't think-
cool.
Yeah, so I
Should we
don't-
stealth?
Yeah, let's stealth.
Does Orsan know the language?
Orson has a passive perception of 10. He can't even hear it.
Okay, but does he know the language? Because I feel like it's Draconic.
Can she point me in the direction of where the sound's coming from?
I would
Can I
say
decipher what language it is if I can't understand it?
make
should
a
get out of the
perception
room.
check, Orson.
I'm gonna try to leave the room.
Okay.
You're gonna walk into the main chamber or into the one to the
No,
north?
just in
No,
the
wait.
little outside
Wait.
thing.
Oh, okay.
That'll make noise. That'll make noise. That'll make noise.
I already said it.
I was gonna try to stop you, I'm saying.
So you leave the little secret room.
Wait,
Yeah.
but I didn't. What's the point of
It's
even
very-
rolling that? I hate this. I'm annoyed.
I'm gonna try to.
What did
I'm gonna
you
try to-
roll, Orson?
15.
Hey,
Okay. You're able to make out some mumbling. It sounds very similar to Draconic. You're not able to catch everything that is said, but you do hear one word in particular that alarms you. That being Exithanter.
Exithanter.
Weird. In Draconic? Well, I go back to
They had dragon masks on, right?
the cultist did?
The cult. I'm gonna
Can I
hide
use my
outside just
Can I
in
use my
case.
glasses of hindsight to remember if they had dragon masks on?
Actually, that's really helpful.
Were wearing masks. Not all of them, like, they weren't typically uniform from what you've seen, but a lot of them do have a kind of snout to them, and they typically have, like, branching horns.
Okay.
Well, can I try to hide outside, like behind the little bench or behind the statue, just so I'm not obvious?
Sure, roll for stealth.
Cool. I love rolling for stealth. Can I be honest? 28.
Alright, you're hidden, as far as you're aware.
Okay, I tell the rest of the party, except Cloud, because he's not there, that they're speaking Draconic, and they said the word Exithander after the many words they learned. So I think the cult is here right now currently, which is kind of strange because I thought the Knights of the Silver Dragons were protecting this place.
And I have one of their cult swords. Maybe I could pretend like I'm a part of the club. Hey guys!
Do you know Draconic?
Forgot there was a meeting today.
Don't do that. That's a terrible idea.
So where was the sound coming from specifically?
North.
Do you guys want to go north? I asked. The party.
Thalia, you hear footsteps coming from the north.
Guys, they're coming from the north.
Okay, let's hide. I'm gonna hide. I'm gonna hide somewhere.
Yeah, I'm also gonna hide.
Where are you gonna hide?
I don't know.
I'd like to drop the Fury Fire.
Yeah,
Alright.
Oh, I had fairy fire on me.
Which is what I was
Yes,
trying
you did.
Oh, but
As
now,
fairy fire drops, the room goes completely dark. And the door to the north swings open. You see, outlined in light from the hallway to the north is a figure wearing a mask and what looks to be damaged heavy armor. You can see that there's a scrape over top of the cloth that kind of hangs over top and it's drooping down. But those of you with dark vision can see that that is the order of, or the symbol of the Order of the Silver Dragon.
They're traitors!
that's not okay.
Are we hidden, by the way, Dungeon Mungeon?
Here.
As far as you're aware.
Oh god.
No, we're here because the order would have told them.
Do you want to do that whole invisibility thing?
Hey, you know, that's a great idea, except Cloud's not here.
You guys have no idea where I am.
Forget him. Leave him to die. He did it to himself.
But, I can cast.
Out of the room.
Closes the door and walks. You hear.
I come out of my hiding spot and go to them. Sorry, guys. I just figured we should probably.
I am going. Stay here. I thought you said you didn't want to die, Cloud. I thought you said you were going to try to put yourself in danger.
I hid very effectively. No one could have seen me.
Oh, really? Oh,
Except
really?
you had
No
no
one
one
let me die.
on you. Did you forget about that?
Yes, I know, but I figured you would drop it when you heard people coming.
Okay. Okay. I would like to cast invisibility at 4th level.
Wait.
Before I do what?
I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace on us.
Okay. And I cast invisibility at 4th level.
Yeah, everyone in a
Plus 10.
Yeah. So I don't know about you guys, but I have a plus 20 to my stealth checks now.
Wait,
including the plus 10. I have plus 10 and plus 10.
So he only casts without a trace.
Okay, pass without a trace gives you the plus.
Okay. It's self though, right? It's self buff.
Yes.
Cool. Good to know.
But I mean, it's like a 30-foot radius.
So I'm confused.
When you are within 30 feet of Cloud, you get to add plus 10 to your stealth
So I
modifier.
have plus 18 and
advantage against being seen.
Yes. So we are
sort of in
not
that
being
one
seen for a while.
will make me basically stealthy. This
Okay.
Pretty much.
one.
Great, so I have a
okay,
plus
well,
16 then.
I am going to. Well, I mean, I don't think we should go the same direction as they came from. So.
Where else are we gonna go?
I mean, there's a few entrances, right? We came from the west doorway, or did we come from the north doorway?
You came in from the west. The creature, humanoid, whatever it is, came in from the north.
Yeah, so I think we should go back west to the other side, or continue on north from that hallway. What do you guys think?
I think we should follow them. No one's gonna see us.
Well, it's not the thing. It's not the fact that they're not going to see us. They're
I
going
am
to hear.
kind of interested to hear what's going on with that.
Okay,
And you
let's
have
just
to
go.
be close to here because, to be honest, you can't hear shit through walls.
Yeah, but at least I can understand them, right? At least I'm not that dumb. Anyways, we can go.
You guys, I didn't prep the calm emotion spell because I was trying to make sure we
I'm
would
not mad. We were just bantering.
Okay, well, you stress me out. I want everyone to like each other, okay?
Well, we need to make a decision soon. Come on, guys.
Okay, Thalia, do you agree going back to the north where they came from? I don't, but I mean, these two want to, so I guess we can try.
Well, where else are we gonna go?
I mean, I was just gonna say we can try to like go throughout the temple a little bit more, do some more scouting, but they really want to follow the humanoid figure that came through the wall. So I guess we can
How
try.
long does invisibility last?
An hour, I think.
Okay, so we both have that
Unless
for an hour.
we
So
take damage or make an attack.
Or cast a spell.
Or cast a spell, yeah.
or cast as well. That's why I did mine first, so I could concentrate on it and not lose invisibility.
Let's just follow them, since you guys want to follow them.
Yeah,
all
right.
Stuff.
I'll take point.
So you're going to come into the door to the north?
Yeah, I'm gonna go first though,
Alright.
just because I'm a stealthy boy.
Alright, so go ahead and roll your stealth checks.
Oh, and we have an advantage. Dude, I could get a 40 on this. If I get a nat 20, I could get a 40. Oh, a million. 35 for me.
37 us?
Yeah.
33.
So you walk into the... Ooh.
I'm gonna switch dice. I got a 23, so still good, but
That's great.
You very, very quietly sneak through the door and find yourselves in a very long hallway. You can see that there are slits in the wall of this hallway that look into the main chamber.
Do you see anything?
You don't see the figure in here. However, there's a door that leads east and a door that leads further north.
Do you guys want to go? Do you guys want to go to the door further north, or do you guys want to go to the door to the east? Do you guys want to check the door to the east first?
Sure.
Is that one closer?
Sure.
Yes.
We should, before we do that, we should listen to see if there's voices inside.
I'll do a perception check when we get close.
Cool.
Maybe someone else should do the perception check.
Yeah, maybe I'll listen.
I mean, if they're speaking in a draconic language, I want to try.
That's fair.
I know,
That's
but
fair.
we just need to hear sound. We don't. Okay, I mean, that's fine.
I mean, whatever. I mean, if you want to do that.
Flash of genius.
Okay, cool.
And you have
Go ahead.
guidance. Don't forget, I gave you guidance.
Oh, I'm gonna do that.
Isn't guidance concentration?
Yes,
Is
it
it?
is.
Oh, I
Yes, it
forgot.
is.
Damn, never mind. But at least in a flash of genius.
So you're gonna press your ear to the room to the east?
Yes, sir.
All right. So as you push your ear up to the door, make your perception check, plus flash of genius from Thalia.
Which is +5, right?
Yep.
22.
Great. You don't hear a conversation in specific, but you do hear general grumbling noises. You understand Abyssal, right?
Yes.
You hear fragments of words coming out of whatever creatures lie in the next room. You hear words like Argynvost and death. And again, you hear the word Exithon muttered in Abyssal this time. Or Exithanter, not Exithon. That's your sword. There are people
Thinking of
in there.
visceral, do I hear this too? Because my
Yes, you do, because your passive perception is 21.
Okay, so it's there's people in there speaking Abyssal, so it's not like a monster speaking Abyssal.
Can I look in the little slit if possible?
Little slit?
The little slits in the rooms. Didn't you say that they each have little slits?
Leading out into the main chamber.
So then never mind.
I kind of tell the rest of the party, so I think there are people and they're speaking Abyssal. Doesn't sound like monsters speaking Abyssal because it's very specific. But they're saying a bunch of stuff about death and like Exithander. So what do we do? Do we just let them?
I think it's a cult inside the Order of the Silver Dragons. I mean, they just said. I mean, I'm assuming you told us what they said.
Yeah.
Maybe they are trying to go against Argynvost.
Can be stopped. What do you think, guys? I don't know. I'm gonna back away from the door for like a second, just in case anything's out. But I kind of like this.
Should we go to the next room?
I don't know. I feel like if we start something up in the next room, we're gonna have problems from these guys.
Well, I was just thinking, listen to the next door.
I mean, I can try.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna go up to the next door?
Yeah,
the one at the very end of the hall, right?
I have an idea. It's not for the immediate future, but after we figure out stuff, do you think we should send a message to Argynvost?
Mm-hmm.
Or do you? I mean, I don't know.
Or is he working for?
That's what I'm worried about.
I don't trust him. I don't. Because the way he understood how different planar fields work gives me a strange feeling about him.
Thalia, you said he altered himself, right?
What?
You said Argynvost altered himself, or wasn't his true form?
That's kind of the
Guys.
vibe that I was getting.
Crazy conspiracy theory. Stop clawing my curtains. Sorry, cat. What if Argynvost was the memory monster altered?
That's pretty crazy.
I mean, it could, or he could be something else. He could be a lich. I mean, we saw them trying to summon a bone claw, successfully summoning a bone claw.
That's some voter fraud level conspiracy right there.
Well, I'm just saying, like, what if, I mean, he could be a leader of this cult, and that's how he knew.
As you all argue in the hallway, the door swings open to the room that you were talking in front of. You see, up close and personal, what looks to be a zombie. It is a figure with a jaw that's gaping. There's flesh sagging off of its face, wearing very similar armor to the first creature that you saw standing in the doorway. It, looks steadily around the hall.
I am not moving.
Neither am I.
Kind of takes a step out into the hallway. And you hear it panting.
Can we see into the room behind him, like in that little space?
You can. It looks to be a sort of chapel. You see an altar at the other end of the room. Seemingly content, it turns around, goes back into the room that it just left, closing the door again.
Jessamine, how long does Eyes of Night last?
Let me think about that for a second.
Also, she can't cast spells because she's a...
It's technically not a spell. It's a
racial...
It lasts for 10 minutes, but I can extend it. If need be.
If I put out all the lights and you made them see in the dark, we could take them on.
True.
I think they also have dark vision, though.
I mean, but still, it'll be a... I don't think... Do zombies have... I would know that, right? Zombies can't see in the dark.
I mean, I would also know that too, right?
I mean, maybe.
As far
I might
as
know that
you're
too, because
aware,
of how much undead are not.
Yeah, you're all pretty familiar with undead.
Yeah.
We're all like undead boys. Nope.
Most undead do have the ability to see in the dark.
But the human things, or whatever they were, the people in mass, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know if they were zombies or not. They might all be zombies. What do we do?
I mean,
Should we try to go deeper
know.
into the temple?
I think that we should try to keep this a least violent until necessary mission. I don't think we should go ambushing until we understand more of what's going on here.
I think that we need to go deeper into the temple, and we need to get the other side. I wonder, do you think those are sight activated? Like, if they can see a creature, if I'm stealthy enough, I could get across.
I don't know. I was trying to test to see if they were
I think it's
pressure
motion
sensitive.
activated.
I think it may be motion, but I don't know. If it's magical,
If
it
we
may not matter if
activated-
they can see you.
Yeah.
Okay, here, I have a plan. What if we activated it, or at least I did, had the thing shoot at me? I'm pretty dexterous. I could probably get out of the way. They would hear it, come running out, and then we could slip through, because if they would probably deactivate it, right?
Well, no, because we already activated it before, remember? So they would have seen us. That means they would have already known that we were in the temple. And
Well, I mean, maybe it's a different story. Maybe they just didn't realize. We have to get across that no matter what. I'm just thinking we need to do it sooner rather than later.
You still have a doorway across the hall you can get to.
Okay, well then let's look in it. Listen first.
I'm gonna listen first. Or someone else can listen first in this case, because I don't know if
You don't hear anything through it.
Okay.
Should we try to open it?
I'll go first, since I'm technically, I guess. And
You're
also,
You're going to walk into the room?
Can I stealthily walk into the room and check for traps?
All right. So go ahead and make a stealth roll.
Okay.
Just Orson or
Okay.
everybody?
Just Orson, because he was the first one trying to walk in.
An advantage. So, I mean, that's not better. I'm still close enough to Cloud, right?
Yes.
It is 32.
There's no one in the room to see you.
Cool.
As you walk in, you see another room lined with bookshelves, as well as 3 chests sitting on the northern wall and a large chunk of a purplish-looking gemstone.
Ooh. I tell everybody else that it's safe in here, and let's close the door behind us.
Is there another door in the room?
Yes, there's a door that leads west.
Cool.
I'm going to say that we should check out the books, be careful around the chests, and also be careful around that purple gem.
Okay. Can I tell where the fiendish energy was coming from?
Not anymore.
Okay. Cool. I don't remember.
Well, I mean, it was coming from deeper into the temple
Okay, so it
when
wasn't
you were at
like-
the entrance.
I hate that. Okay. Well, who has thieves' tools again?
I do.
Okay, I want to check for traps on each chest before we start.
That would have been another spell that would have been useful. The find trap spell.
Check for traps.
Whatever.
Yeah, I have that one too, but
So, if you're wanting to check for traps, I would say make an investigation roll on the chest and try to explain to me what you're doing to look for traps. You just looking at it, or
Okay.
Thalia, maybe check the gem to see if it's magical.
Sure.
23, and I'm gonna see if there's any mechanism. If I can recognize any mechanisms from the inside, to see if there's any inside traps that would just come out.
all right, are you touching any of the chests?
I mean, I don't think I'll get much information just by looking at them, right?
No, probably not.
So
They look like chests.
I will.
All right. Which one are you investigating, or is this for all 3?
I'll do it for all 3. Why not?
All right. Orson, as you bring your hand across the chests,
They're all mimics.
They stick to it. You're immediately
your
adhered.
hand is stuck on the center chest. And you try to pry yourself off, but you just can't quite bring your hand out. You watch as the wood around where your hand is begins to grow teeth that curl out and dig into your hand.
Ew.
I need you to roll initiative.
Oh no! Are we still being stealthy?
No.
Well, he just took damage,
Orson.
so
Well, I am.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. My pass without a trace will last as long as I'm concentrating on it, but your invisibility won't.
Yeah.
So
that's fine.
I'll just keep concentrating, and since we're going to attack, that's pretty good. I don't like that.
Right.
The face that you're making right now, not cute.
Sorry, I've been wanting to drop a mimic on you for so
Yeah.
fucking long.
Can I tell you? I knew it.
Is a 22 to hit.
Correct.
Okay,
Did you close the
you
door?
take 8 piercing damage, and as the teeth sink into your palm and pull you further inside of this seeming chest, your hand begins to burn as you take 6 acid damage.
Oh.
Acidic chest mimics. Woo. Thank you.
So, initiative rolls, 25 to 20.
20.
23.
Great. I never rolled the Mimic's initiative because it had that surprise round. All right. 15 to 20?
16.
19?
Oh, all right. All of you.
Nice.
Having +6 to your initiative slaps.
All right, Orsan, it is your turn.
Okay. I am going to pull out my falchion and hurt myself for 3 damage.
And hurt myself.
He pulls out his sword and cuts the arm that's already trapped inside the Mimic.
He just cuts it off. He's like, I don't need it.
Oh god.
Do you want my arm? I don't need it anymore.
I am going to cast Green Flame Blade on my falchion. And
all right.
I'm going to hit the Mimic that's currently biting my arm. So I roll 1d8 for that, plus my falchion, plus my lightning, right? Plus whatever modifier. Roll to hit. Oh my god, so close. 28.
Yeah, that hits. You are grappled by it, so you do have disadvantage on this attack.
Okay, that's fine too. I rolled another 19, so it's still.
That you hit.
Yeah, 20. So 2d8, 1d6 plus 5. That is 17 damage.
All right.
The Green Flame Blade is 6, the Lightning Rite is 4, and the Falchion Swing is 2.
Great, thank you. The thing, as you swing your sword down into the top of the chest, you see as it makes like a searing divot into the Mimic's flesh. As you pull the sword back, it's like...
Oh, can I also use Brand of Castigation on it? So each time the branded creature deals damage to you or a creature that you can see within 5 feet of you, the creature suffers 3 psychic damage.
Sure. All right. Thalia, it's your turn.
Great. What do I want to do?
If you can prevent this guy from grappling me anymore, that'd be really nice.
I want to try a new spell.
All right.
So I'm going to cast Ad Haunt on him.
T.
Great. So that forces it to take a wisdom saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
They're aberrations, right?
Mimics?
Yeah.
No.
What are they? Are they constructs?
No, they're not your favorite enemy.
That's true.
Wisdom of +1, 16?
You had to get a 17.
There you go.
Yes.
So the spell succeeds. They take 2d12 damage.
Yep.
I love that.
Now, starting next turn, as a bonus action, you can immediately damage them.
I really can.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, so that's 15 damage.
All right. You watch as Thalia just glares down at this chest-like creature, and you see almost like a small glob of dark energy kind of bursts out, and what's the word I'm looking for? It just kind of wavers its way down, and the creature seemingly absorbs it, and then you see this black tendrils of necrotic energy shoot out all over the creature's body.
The creature is now haunted by me.
Nice. Spooky.
Spooky, spooky, spooky.
There you go. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, Cloud, it's your turn.
Cool. Do I want to attack it? Yeah, I do, because Jessamine's probably going to drop invisibility next round anyway. So, are they both mimics? Do we know? Or has just the
Orsan's
one?
hand went across one chest and then got stuck to the next.
Oh, it went across one and then stuck to the other one. Okay.
Yes.
I'm just gonna pull out my weapons, my frosty boy, and I'm just gonna take 2 stabs at the chest that's holding onto Orsan's hand.
Alright, go ahead and roll to attack.
Cool. I'm gonna do I'll just do 2 for right now, see how I'm doing, and then I'll decide on my third. Okay. For my rapier, that is a 15.
Alright, that misses.
Oh.
Okay, my Frostbrand boy is a 24.
That one definitely hits.
We'll attack with Dreadful Strikes as well. And
Alright.
then that is a 28.
That definitely hits, yeah.
Cool. So 2d6 plus a d8 plus Dreadful Strike. DMR. So, 22. Oh, 32 damage. Those were really high rolls. 32 damage for the 2 strikes.
Great.
And then I'm going to get behind Orsan.
Squeeze between Orsan and the bookshelf.
Cool. That's my turn.
Alright. It is the Mimic's turn.
Rip.
Uh-oh.
Oh, sweetie.
Orsan. It is going to try to pull you in even further.
I love that for us.
You
Who needs
do have an
arms?
opportunity to escape here. So, an acrobatics or athletics check. Actually, I would say this one is just athletics because you are stuck to it.
Does anyone have regeneration? We could just cut off his arm. Valid question. I'm sorry.
Athletics. Okay, 22.
You prevent it from pulling you in further. You start pulling your hand out, but as your arm breaks free, watch as this blob of white goo, essentially, it drops its chest form and becomes this amorphous white blob that slaps out at you.
Uh-oh.
So it's just an acid blob.
Natural 20.
Okay, it still takes 3 psychic damage though.
Alright. Use my amber dice.
Amber dice.
That is
Probably 11.
15 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, it's not as much. A lot though.
And then make a Constitution saving throw for me.
11.
Alright. Good to know. Jessamine.
Ow, no.
Okay, so hear me out. Hannah knows things. Can I make a check to see if Jessamine might know similar things, such as mimics can be bribed. Although at this point, it's probably a little late in the game because my friends have done
He's pretty
considerable
fucking hurt.
amounts of damage. But, like, if I'm trying not to be violent, and I know that Hannah knows that mimics can be bribed, could I see if Jessamine might, like, could I make, like, an insight check or something?
Let's say make an intelligence check.
I don't think you're very good at this. Oh no.
2.
Oh, good.
3 on die, and then that's a
You
-1.
Do I even know what that is?
you think really hard about what this weird chest blob thing could be, and it's to you. So you just say, "It's hurting my friend."
That's fair. Okay. Then I will do Toll the Dead, and since it's missing hit points, then if
Alright.
I am successful, I would be able to deal D12 instead of a D8.
Yes, you do.
So that's a wisdom save, please.
Right. With a nat 4.
Yay! Okay. And since I am over 5th level, I deal 2d12. Okay.
Very nice, very nice.
Nice. Okay. Could be better. Could be better. 11 necrotic damage.
As Jessamine points down at the blob, and you watch as necrotic energy surges throughout this blob on the ground, and it kind of sinks down into the ground. How do you want to do this?
Oh, so I see that. So I take a moment to be like, what is this? And then big brain, smooth brain. So I don't know what it is, but I see that it's hurting Orsan. And so I'm like, no. And so I like point at it, and the gong, like, the mimic feels like the gong, like, bam, like just on like either side of it, and it just like done.
Taco Bell bong.
Taco Bell.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. Taco
Oh,
Baco.
no.
Taco Baco, tinkle outside the tinkle.
Baco Baco. Aww.
Are
Yeah, you
okay?
watch as
Taco
the
Bell.
blob disappears, and there is no longer a chest where there once was. You see a few coins and chunks of yellow stone lay on the ground in front of you.
Ooh.
Question.
Orsan, are
Spencer.
you okay?
I don't know if I'm okay.
Would,
I
do
was
you
just about to ask the dungeon.
do you
I was
need
just
some
about to
good
ask the dungeon
heals?
I might need help from like poison or something like that, right, Dungeon Master?
As far as you're aware, right now your phone is probably a bit low, but
I think I failed the Constitution save, so I don't know what that would entitle, but
I'm gonna go over and
sure. You gather about 12 gold pieces. And then you find there are some chunks of amp on the ground.
can I look into them? Do they have the beans in them that we have?
The beans?
The being, like the black shadowy figure.
you sound like you said beans.
I was like, when the fuck have there been beans?
Oh, leave me alone. So no figures.
As you
in
look
the-
into it, you don't see anything.
Cool. I'm just gonna take the 12 gold.
Of course, you take the 12
It's
gold.
12. It's 12 gold.
12 gold's a lot.
And then
in this
I'm
world,
like-
sir.
Look at this amber that I found, and only amber, nothing else.
But yeah, I would like some healing.
Okay. I will do Prayer of Healing at 2nd level just because I'm trying to save my higher level spells. So that'll give you
I pull out the potion of sanctuary. I
Nice.
think you might need this more
that'll
than I
give
do.
you 15 hit points.
Nice.
I pull out the potion of sanctuary. I'm like, Orsan, I think you might need this more than I do.
You need it, because I have a feeling that this will not be in this environment.
Cool. I'm not gonna argue with you anymore. I do need it. I don't want dead.
I'm not going to sheath my sword. I'm going to keep it active so that I keep my focus right on it. I'm scared to check the other chests.
I will
As
check.
far as you're aware from your short time with the other two chests, they don't appear to be trapped.
I will check one of the other two chests.
Talia,
All right.
Talia, can you pick one of these?
Can I check for traps beforehand, if possible?
Orson already did, and it
Okay.
appears that he sprung the one trap.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna just try to open the other one.
All right.
Okay, I'll
Uh,
try to one.
Sure. You both open a chest to find they're mostly full of dust. It appears that these used to be full of paper of some sort. You can see little bits and pieces here and there. Stuff that used to be involved in spells. You can see little fragments of alchemical and magical equations drawn out, but nothing of particular import.
Damn. Cool.
Well, let's
Bam, bam, bam.
Well, we have some amber.
we should probably check the purple gemstone and like. By the way, you're.
Oh yeah, Talia, did you ever get a chance to see what that was all about?
Are you still missing hit points, Orson?
No, but I can identify it.
Yes, ma'am. And there might be something else wrong with me, but I don't know.
I have
I'd
a
like to
mystery
give
potion
him-
that looks like a healing potion.
I'd like to give him the regular healing potion that I was actually successful in making in one of my herbalism lessons. So that's 2d4
Alright.
plus 2, 1, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So
I'm
do you
also
want to
gonna
roll
pull
that, Danny, or do you want me to?
I'll roll it. Okay.
I'm also going to pull out that mystery potion, I believe it was 46, that was red with pink swirls that you said looked like a potion of healing. I'm going to give it to him. This is a mystery potion. I think it could be a potion of healing, but it's a last resort. So here. And I'm not shitting you. It looks like a potion
Well, I
of
mean,
healing.
it looks like a potion of healing, and I don't.
Yeah. It's a
Does-
mystery potion though.
It does look like a potion of healing.
Okay.
So I give that to him. Like, last case scenario, leg of death, you can try it.
You said 2d4 plus 2?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I rolled a 2 and a 3, so I feel 7.
All right.
Not bad.
Oh, I'm really
And you
sad
have
that
the
this
two
one
potion-
wasn't. I'm really sad that the one you gave him isn't potion 47. That one is really fun.
Oh, no, yeah, I was only going to give him 46 because it looked like a healing potion.
Mhm.
I don't even
Looks
have 46.
almost identical to the healing potion that you just drank. So.
Yeah, so
Okay.
you have no reason to believe it's not a healing potion.
I mean, it could be anything. And I would know
Yeah.
because the last time I drank a mystery potion, it ruined my life.
Well, fair. But it's a last stitch effort to stay alive. Cool. Should we continue on? Or check out the gem? Check out the gem. Talia?
Yeah, I can try to identify the gem for you.
You're gonna take about 10 minutes to chill out and look at the gem.
Yeah.
It appears as though they were using this, like, it's essentially a giant formation of cave crystal, and they were breaking it off in chunks to work as material components for spells, or even to work as, like, the core to a wand, so that they had better arcane focuses.
Cool.
So, not of particular import, but you could take part of it to try and make yourself a better wand.
Oh,
You should-
yeah.
Let's take it.
I'll do that.
Take it. All right, so you break off a chunk of it. You can say purple wand core. Add that to your inventory.
Great. Fancy.
Spencer, question: If can Talia alter spells on things like Like, I was thinking, could she possibly make Flipper a reaction instead of an action?
Maybe.
Okay, that's something to talk about for later. It doesn't matter right now. Thank you.
Cool. I guess we can go to the next room. We have advantage. We don't have advantage on stealth anymore,
But we have +10 to your rolls, so I mean, unless it's a nat 1, we should be fine.
All
we
right.
continue on. I'll go first this time.
All right, Cloud, you open the door that leads off to the west and find yourself standing right on top of one of the ballistas. You see that it is loaded and aiming towards the entrance to the temple.
Okay, that's good. We're going to continue on that door that's, I believe, right there. Is that a door?
Yep, it is.
Come on.
As you step out towards it, I need you to make 2 dexterity saving throws.
Ooh!
1 at disadvantage. Because you are right in front of one of
Okay,
them.
flash of genius, though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I got it. 17.
On the first one?
Yeah, it was that the one at disadvantage.
All right.
Okay, but plus Flash of Genius would be... I'll use Flash of Genius if I fail miserably, but 17 should be fine, right?
Well, she already used it on the 17, so that'll be 20.
Oh.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way. It's not like Bardic Inspiration.
Okay, and then 21.
Flash.
All right, you manage to and you see as it's like it makes an outline of Cloud in the wall.
Guys, we have 30 seconds. Let's go.
Yeah, sure.
We rush into the next room.
Go.
Can I see?
Stealthily.
Can I see from behind the ballistas if there's a way to deactivate them from the main mechanism?
As you look at the one that you're standing next to, there is a pretty big switch on the bottom.
I'm gonna stealthily quickly go into the next room, by the way.
All right.
I'll also follow him. Me too. I'll also stealthily.
All right, you're not going to do anything with it? You just wanted to look?
Can I
Yeah.
see that? My passive perception is 13.
It's a pretty obvious switch. You can see it.
Could I try to switch it off?
Sure. As you walk by, you kind of kick it, and it kind of... You see the tip of it goes down, and it stops loading.
Does it look like to me there is a way that I could make it to the other one without triggering it?
You can try, but as
I
you
asked
look over
Thalia
at it,
if that would
it
be
is
smart.
actively...
Sorry, what are you trying to do again?
I just switched off one of the cannons, and I was wondering if it's smart to travel behind and risk going to the other cannon to power it off, even though it might be able to shoot at me.
Ooh. I don't know. Can I roll for intelligence?
Sure.
Would that just be a straight intelligence check, or what would that be? 23.
It sounds like an alright idea, but you might get shot at.
You can try it.
I will try it.
All right. As you have this little conversation, it has reloaded now. And so as you begin to kind of float across the gap, because there are like little balconies connecting these two doors, and there's a floor beneath you. So you float across the balconies behind the statue. And as you do, I need you to make another dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Hey, that's pretty good. That's a 17.
Nice. It misses you. It just whizzes right past your head and
Yay.
juts out of the wall,
I would like
revealing behind you a small crack in the wall behind the statue. So you make it over to the other ballista, and you're able to shut it down.
Okay, cool. Can I look at the crack?
Sure. You float your way back over to the crack. I imagine you're kind of like, you have your arms out like Iron Man.
Yes.
You're like floating.
Yes.
And there's a set of stairs. Let's crack and move.
Cloud, come back. Orsan.
I'm in the next room.
Tony,
Do I hear
look at this. There's a
it?
staircase.
Wait here.
There's a staircase.
She
What
kind
about
of
the
looks
boys?
out from the balcony.
Guys.
Keep in mind, you're like floating about 10
Yeah.
feet up in the air
Okay.
right now.
Well, I could probably get to it. Can I do like acrobatics, like jump off and into the crack? Well,
It's like,
oh, it's really
I'm gonna be
small.
You're not that
careful, but
skinny.
okay.
I'm not that. How dare you? I'm a skinny legend.
I should have prepped silence. I almost did. That would have been so sick if we just prepped silence and just knocked down that door or the wall.
Well, I'm gonna go into the next room stealthily then.
all right. In the room, you find a massive formation of amber crystal right in front of the door, as well as a door that leads to the west, a door that leads to the north, and then a table with a map on it covered in tiny little bits and pieces in different places, as well as a globe in the corner.
Ooh.
And behind the globe, there is a suit of armor.
Ooh, let's look at the suit of armor.
Oh,
Well, I'm gonna.
Alright.
Can I open the door that's directly to my left and see if there's a staircase there?
Sure. You find a small wooden room that has a chest in it.
oh no.
Hey, Orson, you want to go look at this chest?
I know you like making jokes, but how about you touch it first then?
Fine. I'll go in and I will
All right.
look at it before I touch it. See if there's any like visual indication of traps or magic.
Looks like a trap, or looks like a chest.
Wow.
Looks like
thank
trap.
you for that. Okay, I want to like. Can I investigate for
It
traps?
looks like a giant gun.
Wow.
Uh,
Investigate for traps.
Sure. You feel around the chest, and right around the locking mechanism, you kind of feel like there's something in the way. Might be a lock, might be a trap. You're not sure.
Well, I can't open these. I don't have thieves' tools. Or can I try to open it?
Can we disarm
Sure.
the trap? Okay, we disarm
It feels
It's locked.
it's locked.
Hey, Thalia, can you unlock this? Thank you, Adi.
Yes, I can unlock.
Talia, just to let you,
Huh?
just to warn you, there might be traps.
Yeah, no, it might be a lock, it might be a trap. I'm not that good at discerning these things.
Okay, shall I check for traps first then?
Well, he's already
Yes,
discerned
try.
pretty much all the information that you can.
Yeah.
There's something in the locking mechanism. It might be a lock. It might be a trap.
Well, if it breaks my tools, I can make more.
T.
Oh, that hit my computer, so I'm not gonna count it. Not much better, but I think it's gonna. Let's see. 14.
As you put in your lockpick, you very quickly hear a little, and as you slide it open, a dart fires out at you.
Great.
A 16.
Yep.
So a small dart just kind of right into your shoulder, and it does 4 damage.
Okay. I can take that. It'd be bad if I couldn't take that.
Well, you're not a
It's not-
wizard, so you're fine. Stop it.
As far as you can tell, it wasn't really meant to kill, just to kind of discourage.
Say hey.
Everybody say, "Weho! Weho!"
You open the chest, and inside you see there are scrolls in here.
Let's look at
There's-
them, shall we?
There's about 50 gold worth of coins in here.
50 gold.
Then you find there are 2 scrolls that are intact and legible. One of them is a spell scroll. You can recognize it, actually. The equation on the scroll reveals to you that this is a 3rd level spell scroll of Thunderwave.
Oh,
I already have that.
but some of us don't.
Some of us don't.
Yep. I could use it, or Jessamine could.
The other scroll is not a spell. It has some information regarding alchemy.
Ooh.
There are some symbols that you recognize as alchemical, but yeah, you can't quite discern.
Can I?
Due to your proficiency in alchemist supplies, yes, you can.
I'm gonna go around and hand 13 gold to everyone. Like, here you go. Here you go. Here you go.
Just like steps, I'm like looking in the chest. You just like push me away.
Hey,
I'm like,
that's a
Like-
night for my magic teapot.
yes.
Oh, that's so nice. Anyways,
The alchemical symbols on it are describing sulfur and destruction.
Ooh.
This potion essentially turns into a firebomb that you can throw.
Yes! Get it, firebomb!
So, as an action, you can throw it, and it will deal 3d8 fire damage.
I want fire.
To make it, it takes 1 basic acid, 1 bit gasoline, and 1 bit sulfur.
Squishy, squishy.
one sorry, 1 gasoline.
Yep, gasoline, basic acid, and sulfur.
So
I'm gonna go over to the next room and
action.
kind of look in.
Thrown object does 3d8 fire.
Great.
Cool.
You're gonna peek your head through the next door. You find yourself. That's not revealed.
Hey, stop it.
You find yourself looking down a narrow hallway.
Uh-oh.
As you take a few more steps inward, you find yourself looking down a flight of stairs.
I relay this to the party.
Should we go?
Should we check out the suit of armor? I don't wear that heavy duty armor, but we don't really need it, do we? No, we're okay.
I'm scared of everything in here, so
Cool.
I don't particularly want to fuck with that.
So, do you guys want to go down the hallway?
What do you think, Jesse?
Sure.
Jasmine, you want to levitate?
Yeah.
No.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Levitate down the stairs.
Do we see any traps?
You do not. It just looks like a set of stairs.
Okay.
Don't drink every single time we set traps in this session. This is turning into like that new Scooby-Doo series where everything's like, where Fred is like, guys, look at my sketchbook of all of these traps.
Oh my god, I didn't see that.
Oh, it's so
Okay.
funny. It's brilliant.
I would like to travel down the hallway, very, very stealthy boy, and make my way down the stairs. Hopefully everyone follows.
Sure, you make your way down the stairs, and you find yourself in a long side hallway. As you look down, you can see that it connects to the main chamber in the center, where the statue is. However, in this hallway down the flight of stairs, there are 4 doors, one to the north, one to the south, then 2 of them on the eastern wall.
Do I recognize this hallway, Spence?
This is the hallway where you were ambushed by the Arcanoloth last time you were here. The doors on the sides are presumably where those sarcophagi were.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm gonna relay that information to the party. So yeah,
Sarcophagi?
I'm gonna wear my glasses of hindsight to remember all this information. And I say, yeah, sarcophagus is a evil god. The last time I was here.
But didn't you say...
Wait.
Wait. But didn't you say that the gods were trapped before your wish?
Correct. And
So
from
what
I
if they're
hear
not
in this
anymore?
existence. Well, here's the thing, though. I still think this temple traps the gods. But someone or some cult that we know right now is trying to revive them.
That's so nice of them.
You're
know,
muted,
right?
Jett. If you're talking, you're muted.
Thank you. Can I just look into one of the rooms and see if there's amber sarcophagi that are there?
Oh god.
One closest to you is the room to the north of the exit that your staircase took you to. Go ahead and look at my map. Tell you what's there. You find yourself in a small chamber, only about 15 feet wide, and really there's only 5 feet available, because as you walk in, right in front of you and to your right and left are these giant amber stones.
Oh, good. Good for that. Good job.
And how nice of them.
So, guys,
However,
let's look here.
most interestingly, the one to your right has been completely shattered.
What?
Uh-oh.
Should we look in the other rooms really quick? I'm gonna take a look in the next room.
Alright, you make your way down to the one facing the east.
Yes.
And this one is completely full. All 3 of them seem to be standing just fine.
I'm just gonna do this in succession, just every room.
You go down to the south of this hallway. The last one, I apologize, there are actually 3 and not 4.
Cool.
The one with the entrance in the south, there are 2 chunks that have been shattered.
So,
There being
3 gods might be on the loose.
Correct. However,
So what?
God's on the list. That's not a sentence you hear every day.
So what do we do about this? Like, what realistically can we do?
well,
Thalia.
Yeah.
No!
As the party talks about this,
Oh no.
you hear what sounds like a glass shattering
Cool.
coming from the north. The northwest, really. It seems to be coming from the main chamber.
I tell everyone to shut up and listen.
You don't hear
I
anything
do
else.
as I'm told.
yeah, me too. Can I stealthily approach the main area? Since I'm close to cloud, I can add closely.
Sure, you make your way back into the big main chamber. With the ballistas disarmed, they're really no threat to you in this main room anymore.
Do I see anything in the main?
Not currently. However, that crack in the wall is particularly interesting to you.
We gotta get through the crack.
Yeah, and I think that the glass shattering is pretty substantial.
Can I climb the statue?
Sure, acrobatics check.
Cool.
So where's the crack in the wall specifically? Is it like...
It's behind the statue, about 10 feet up.
Okay, about 10 feet up.
25.
Sure, you climb the statue just fine. You're, like, chilling on its head right now.
Should we take this down? Should we try to open it up?
I just want to. Yeah. What do you think?
Guys, I have a potion of gaseous form.
Just one, though?
No, I'll go through it this way.
Oh, I can Misty Step inside.
Well, I can also Misty Step as well.
Jasmine,
Yeah.
how would you get in?
I don't know.
Yeah, we would have to break in, I think.
Well, we could,
let me-
once we're
let
on the
me
inside, we could
think
bring
for
it
a
in.
second.
So, see, here's the thing. If we went in, we could break it inwards so the stone wouldn't fall to the ground. It would fall inwards, which would be less.
The problem is that we're busting through stone. It'll make noise either way.
Okay.
In a very big chamber that it makes a lot of echoes.
Okay.
You
Orsan,
can't-
do you want to, should we go in first and see?
We should probably break it in. But I don't know, should we go together? Would that be
Yeah, let's go in and then try to break it inwards. It'll be better.
I mean it's the only way to break it.
Yeah.
Plus,
Okay.
it'll
Can
be you'll be able to tell what is a safe part of the wall to break down from the inside too.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna help Orsan climb up, and then we're gonna Misty Step together because I don't want to be in there for a second alone.
So, Orsan, you make it up the statue.
Cool. One.
And then the two of you are gonna Misty Step in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1,
All
2,
right.
3.
Just watch
Okay.
as there's a lingering cloud of mist over the top of the statue as the two of them disappear.
I'm
And
gonna.
find themselves inside of a staircase, which seems to lead into a study of sorts. You can see ahead of you that there is a tiled floor with amber littered across the ground.
So we're gonna wait a second for Thalia to get through. Jasmine, do you have anything to do? I whisper through the crack.
I'm gonna push the statue.
I will help her.
Okay.
We get away
I
from
have
the
a
crack.
+0 to strength.
Same.
At least it's not negative.
Okay, so go ahead. I would say make an athletics check.
Ooh, I'd like to give her
Oh,
guidance.
no, wait, it's negative. I lied.
Sorry, what?
I'd like to give her guidance.
I said, never mind, my modifier is negative, but I can give myself a flash of genius, too.
Yeah, and I give her guidance
Alright.
so she gets to add a
And-
D4.
All right, go ahead.
Mm-mm.
You get to add a D4 and a +5.
Mm-hmm.
This doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, what did you roll?
A 2.
Okay. So
Well,
you
let's
just kind of
see
like
what we're put together.
against the stone.
Well, roll the D4.
Nothing happens.
See if... I don't know.
Maybe something.
You can try again. The stone is still there.
And
Yeah.
guidance is a cantrip.
Or Jessamine could try.
I'll try it.
Wait, weren't you getting help? Didn't you have
That was a
advantage?
9.
Oh yeah, didn't you have advantage because I'm helping you?
Oh, I have advantage. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. That's a 4. If
All right.
I added the flash of genius and the 2 from the +4, then we're... Or from the D4, then we're fine. Yeah.
All right. So, you watch as Thalia just like puts her hands on the statue and like lowers her shoulder into it. You can see Cammy like pops up and crawls down her arm and kind of tries to help push as well. And eventually, the head of the statue falls back and collapses in part of the wall, revealing the staircase to everyone.
Great.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I run in.
Oh,
You just run right in. All right.
well, I stealth
So
behind
Orsan,
it.